Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. It's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed code here. And get ready for a flashbang. Because you're about to get the full whiteness of the, there it is, Genshin loading screen. Don't jump scare? What do you mean jump scare? Also, hi, Spinner, and congrats on being first. Hope you enjoy that flashbang. Anyway, Genshin, right? We're doing gacha pulls today. It's been a hot minute since I've done extensive gacha pulling, but today is the day where we're gonna be sinking our currency into an event banner. Because I do require Columbina, I have decided. So that is what's happening. Speechless from the peakness of the last part of the new Limbus Canto. I still haven't finished the second one, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not playing it as much. But I'll keep going, don't you worry. I'm just a little bit more of a slow player. I tried to do it daily for a little bit. I've fallen off of doing it daily like 2 or 3 days ago. I don't think I'll allow it to. It doesn't seem like it'll get as much of a grip on me, but I am definitely gonna keep playing just for the story's sake at the very least. See what's going on and all that. Okay, now I do kind of want to continue. However, we still have this bullshit to do. So let's get back to the worst quest in the game before we actually get to move on to the good stuff, right? The fact that they make us do this stuff, it is horrible. But at the very least, I already saw that we're gonna be talking to both Fischl and Klee, apparently, which is a nice combo, I'll give it that.
Some say the god of fate
And
calls
Kaya,
the
I
outcome
guess.
of every dice roll before it's even made. And that's why the secret to winning a lot of games is having that god on your side.
Your luck is amazing, Kaya.
Oh god, they're playing the card game. Also, thanks for the lurk, Spinner.
Your turn. Give it another shot.
Fear not, O Crimson Dragonborn, for I, the Princess of Ertalang, have bestowed upon you the benediction of the midnight hour, and with it you shall surely smite this usurper.
Mein Fräulein means to say she's rooting for you in secret.
What even is the
And
point
that
of bringing
you
up the
must,
question of the
at
day
all
if it's not gonna
costs,
get answered in the
defeat
first
the one
place?
who snatched her limited edition card back.
Honestly, at this point, I think the question of the day is just getting triggered, just for the sake that it's there, shown off on stream, and then nobody ever acknowledges it, and I have to change, and I have to come up with a new question that also will not get answered by anyone. Like, is this command even doing anything? Other than creating extra work for me and not adding anything to the stream. I don't think it is. I don't think it is doing anything at this point. Ain't that lovely?
I'm not too sure if that counts as good luck or bad.
Tis not but the perfidious machinations of fate. Hey, everyone! Mr. Honorary Knight and Paimon! You're back!
It's good to see you, Honorary Knight. Mein Fräulein is quite invested in the outcome of this match, so please, allow me to extend greetings on her behalf.
You know what I think I'll do? Next time the question of the day command gets triggered, but not engaged with, I think I'll disable it completely, permanently.
Of course!
Because it is just creating extra work for
you're
me
all playing
and not doing
cards,
anything.
How come you're not over at the Cat's Tail?
There's something about our horned friend over there that seems to frighten off little animals. Could be because he used to be a dragon. Normally, the animals just steer clear of him, but in the close confines of the cat's tail, let's just say the feline residents probably consider it their turf. And we all know how dangerous a cornered cat can be.
So Durin got scratched?
I just wanted to borrow one of their nests for a nap.
You don't do that.
What are their nests? Wait, you mean a cat sofa?
Yeah, it's more comfortable for me. I can stretch out just the way I like. But it turns out the Black Cat and his minions are quite territorial. Luckily, Miss Diona helped smooth things over, and they finally agreed to let me use one. But, I only get to use it after dark.
Tough luck, huh? And I guess Diona is here, but she doesn't get a speaking role this time.
You know, underneath it all, she really does like helping people.
The more likely reason is because Durin won't touch a drop of alcohol. As far as Diona's concerned, that pretty much makes them two peas in a pod. It's a shame, really, considering everything Mondstadt has to offer in that regard.
Yeah, well, fuck alcohol. I still stand by that.
Mondstadt's alcoholic drinks are a bit too much for me to handle right now. But maybe someday.
There's no need to force it. Who says you have to drink just because you're in Mondstadt?
Yeah, it's just... I'd really like to make some more friends. So I need to learn how humans socialize. I guess alcohol is usually involved, though.
Fuck
But
that.
that's why I started learning how to play Genius Invocation TCG. It's also a kind of social activity, but it doesn't involve drinking. And I've been lucky enough to receive the guidance of the Prinzessin de Verurteilung herself.
Exactly! Who needs alcohol when you can make friends playing card games? Speaking of which, need any tips from the master over here?
I haven't played it in
You
forever.
wipe the floor with that opponent of yours. Come on,
I
guarantees
haven't
it.
played it in forever.
Unfortunately, with the luck he's having, not even that legendary card master from Sumeru could turn things around at this point.
Yeah, that last roll wasn't great. But who knows? Maybe you'll have better luck next time?
He keeps getting the exact same roll over and over.
Huh.
This is the third time already.
Seriously? That seems like a very unlikely
If
coincidence.
there really is a god of fate, they could have cut this kid a bit of slack. Like, I don't know, make it possible for him to roll at least one other side of the dice?
I think I've lost.
Must even a dragonborn, sanctified by the power of benediction, succumb to fate's insidious snares? Don't be sad, Durin. You'll definitely win the next round. You can even borrow Todoko if you want. Mom says she brings good luck.
Thanks,
Well, for you,
Klee,
maybe.
But there's something more important I need to take care of now.
Oh, okay. So, the book's given us another hint, right?
Yep. And I think I've guessed where we're headed this time. Come on, follow me.
Alright, let's do this quest real quick. Hopefully get it done with sooner rather than later. Oh hey, and we're heading to Stormterror's lair. How fitting, to another dragon's lair. Isn't that lovely?
In what sort of castle might a storybook dragon dwell? The witch turned to a mighty dragon born upon the wind to seek her answer. From afar, she beheld a solitary castle, standing lonely beneath its wings, and wrote it into words. Its walls kept out the wind and rain, yet
By the way,
also
can I just say
cast a solemn shadow.
I am a little bit tired, okay? I was
Enveloped by their
kind of
shade,
struggling to stay
the
awake long enough to
story's
start the
boughs
stream
were
today.
lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward.
I hope I'm not gonna come across as
So
too
that's the
sleepy
clue.
today.
I think we're meant to find a place where dragons live, and this time, in the real world. I asked around, and it just so happens that there's a place like that in Mondstadt.
Yep, there sure is.
That checks out.
I've heard that the
I guess we're
dragon
gonna
here
say
is
hi
called
to Dvalin.
and that he's a magnificent creature. I hope I get the chance to meet him.
Wait a second. Do you think having the two of them meet is the best idea? You know, considering everything that happened in the past?
It'll be fine. No, the Durin is different.
How would we even explain everything to him? Well, if we do run into Dvalin,
It should turn out okay with us there at least.
Is something wrong?
Nope. Let's go!
Gotta go up there. In that case, I'll just go ahead and teleport. That's the fastest way to do it.
So, this is where Dvalin lives?
In the past, we had to jump in.
Yeah, right into the middle of a raging storm.
If you're afraid of getting blown away, Paimon, you can always hang onto my sleeve.
This isn't Paimon's first rodeo. Come on, let's get going!
Alright, more story stuff. Enveloped by their shade, the story spouts were lulled into a torpid slumber and reached no further skyward. Possibility bestowed by the
little
story
dragon
witch, I
grew
guess.
with each passing day, and the story witch, who loved him dearly, built him a big, beautiful castle. Yet in the end, she herself succumbed to time's merciless march, setting forth on a journey to a place beyond even the stars.
Mm-hmm. The afterlife,
All of a sudden,
one would
the
say.
little dragon found himself alone. He tried leaving the castle to make some new friends. But already, he had grown the claws and scales of an evil dragon, just as the prophecy had foretold. Afraid he might hurt someone, the gentle little
Still hate
dragon
that word.
hid within the castle his mother had built, and came forth no more.
Huh, looks like we're back in the story world. And from the sounds of it, this chapter must be about Simulanka, right?
Brings back a lot of memories.
Yeah, like the fairy from the Forest of Blessings, the king of Constellation Metropole, that cat lady who turns into a box.
Ah, yep, that will be Nilu, Navia, and Kirara.
Oh, and there's Hat Guy, too. Only lately, whenever I see Hat Guy, I get this strange feeling.
Strange how.
What kind of feeling?
It's like there's something on his mind. He hasn't told me what it is, but I can sense it all the same.
Well, he's always been kind of broody.
Next time you get the chance, just ask him.
I guess I should focus on fulfilling my mother's final wish for now, though.
Yeah, we should get started on this chapter. So, let's track you down and free you from fate's curse once again.
That day, a small band
All right,
of
off we
adventurers
go, I
suddenly
suppose.
arrived beneath the castle walls. They promised to help the little dragon cast off the curse of fate. Yet as they stood beneath the castle walls, it appeared they had no idea how to even begin.
Hey, instead of making fun of us, how about giving us a hint?
The little dragon had shut himself inside the tall tower at the castle's center. Anyone who wished to
So
reach
how is
him
everyone else
must
doing?
traverse the barriers that wall off his heart, for there is no
Hope everyone's
other
having a
way.
decent day. Because I was not looking forward to continuing with Durin's quest, because,
Looks like we're
in my
for another
opinion,
long
the
one.
answer to the question of the day is clearly that Durin's quest is the worst quest in Genshin by
Let
far.
me try something.
Ooh, do you have an idea?
If that little dragon in the tower used to be me, then surely I'd know how he shuts people out better than anyone. Come on, follow me.
Follow you into the black screen, there we go.
That telescope. I've seen magical tools like that before.
Wow, thanks for cutting him off. Da-da-da, change. Yeah, okay.
It should come in handy.
Wait.
pod just got bigger.
We can get past the obstacles ahead by using these blocks to jump upwards.
Alright, let's get going. Oh hey, a little bit of combat, I guess. And that should kill. Oh, but there's more. Did that... Nope, there's more. Oh great, and that didn't even hit.
This place is like a maze. How are we supposed to get through?
We'll just have to check each spot.
Also, it feels weird having to fight without a shield. I'm very much so not used to this. And the fact that I have to fight with 2 pyro characters, like no elemental reactions to be had here.
We should be able to use this block somewhere.
Looks like this telescope is missing some blocks.
Oh, let's try the one we just picked up.
Still not enough. Guess we'll have to keep searching.
Can I jump up there and find something? Ooh.
Seems like someone's stuck down there.
Or we're going down.
Should they continue towards the tower or plunge into the shadows to rescue those in need? A difficult dilemma indeed.
The path to the tower is up ahead. We better stick with Durin.
Yep, sure will. Oh no, I went down.
Wait, is that?
A little pixie that can fly. Are you here to help the dragon break his curse too?
Oh, what's this? More brave adventurers bold enough to set foot in this castle? Come, join the ranks of your liege's guard.
Nilu and Navia!
Nilu? No. I'm a flying squirrel fairy.
And I'm a giraffe king. Not this Navia you speak of.
I don't think that's the real them.
That's right. Oh, and don't forget Catbox Lady.
Are you friend or foe? Friend! Definitely friend, Miss, Catbox Lady?
So our companions from Simulanka are here.
Yeah, Simulanka is a big part of Durin's story. So, guess it's no surprise the people we were with there would make an appearance.
Okay, I think I get it now. Flying Squirrel Fairy, Giraffe King, Catbox Lady, please follow me.
The shadows cast from the high walls of the tower were manifestations of the dragon's loneliness, barring the path of any visitor who wished to be his friend. The group of brave creatures sought to aid the little dragon in lifting his curse, yet without light to lead the way. The group was trapped.
What do you mean without
waiting on a
light?
miracle.
You literally have a flame here.
These shadows are blocking our path. It seems like the little dragon is afraid to meet us.
If only we had more firelight. But you three don't seem to fear these shadows. Why?
Because I carry more than enough firelight for all of us. Besides, even though we're here to complete the story, Who says it
Yep.
can't look a little
I
different
haven't
this
started it
time?
yet, Gabe. I have not started it yet because I still have to do this quest, which to this day in fact, I probably, until I stop playing Genshin, it is very unlikely that any quest will surpass this one in the rank of worst Genshin quest.
Before I met you all,
In
I
terms
was
of
so sure
structure.
I'd never make a single friend. I pushed away anyone
Structure-wise,
who
it's
tried
gonna
to
be
get
hard
close,
to top
until
this
some
one
kind of
in
miracle
bad
brought you to
design.
me.
But yeah,
This
how are you
time,
doing, Gabe?
Allow
Have
me
you
to
done the new
return
Archon
favor.
quest already?
I'm not sure I followed all that, but you want to help the little dragon break his curse too, right?
Yes, so please, come with me.
Wait, I can break these.
Ah,
Why jump over? Start tomorrow? Alright, I see. Well, I'll start today. Not sure how much longer I have with this segment. But I assume after I'm done with this domain, I'll once again have to wait a day or more. Which is annoying. Don't even need the second jump pad, but I made the detour anyway, because I am a good person, I guess. Let the Okay, thanks for letting me read that.
Come on, Durin. Or, little story dragon. Just calm down.
Stay back. I don't want to hurt you.
Loneliness and fear had built a cage around his heart, shutting out all who would look upon him.
Should I wait
And
until I'm done with
thus,
the latest story to
all
pull?
the
Fair.
adventurers could see was his shadow.
I'll see how far I can get, and I will pull at the end of the stream, even though even if I'm not gonna be done yet.
Don't worry. We can help you.
I've just been waiting for Columbina for a while, so you know.
Don't come any closer.
And that was the last the little dragon spoke.
How are we supposed to persuade him if he won't even talk to us?
if you can still hear me, please listen to what I have to say. Your claws and scales aren't some kind of inescapable curse, you know? You'll overcome it one day and make lots of new friends. I'm sure you think I'm lying. After all, no matter how many times you've tried to break it, nothing's ever worked. But this time is different. I brought your friends here to see you.
Oh, what did you say?
Hi, little dragon. I'm the Flying Squirrel Fairy, and I'm here to help you lift your curse. Will you talk to me?
I wonder, if I came here without grabbing the three of them,
And
would they
I'm
have
the
sent me back to
giraffe
grab them at this point?
Don't be
Probably.
afraid, little one. We're not afraid of you.
I'm just a cat in a box, but I'd very much like to be your friend too.
These are my friends?
Yeah, they're your friends in the future you've been trying to avoid. I can promise you that. They're reaching out, so you just have to ask yourself one question. Do you accept?
After a long silence, heavy footsteps echoed from the tower's shadows. But still, the one who made them refused to step forward. Though the cage to his heart had been unlocked, the little dragon remained ashamed of his claws and scales.
How can I face my friends like this?
Don't worry, little dragon. We're gonna offer up our blessings and make a wish to the goddess of fate to release you from your curse.
Yeah, just like last time.
Make a wish? To the goddess of fate?
Fate, you know, because earlier on with the
At that moment,
with
the
the
merry
rolling of the
witch
dice,
made her entrance.
they called out how fate is not going in Durin's favor, even when playing Genius Invocation.
Hello, little one. Don't be afraid. With the blessings of your friends, your wish
And
shall
Alice
be
returns,
granted.
yep.
Alice? Wait, you're the Merry Witch from the story?
Correct. It is I, the Merry Witch, creator goddess of this realm. And
a
it
vice
just
banner
so
too,
happens
so
the
I can
goddess
get
of fate
Lugo.
is none other than my dear friend, the Story Witch. I'm
I
here
see,
to
I
make good
see.
on my promise to lend her my second strongest spell. With this spell, she'll have the power to create an entire world. So naturally, granting your wish won't be a problem. Provided, of course, you receive your friend's blessings. But before we proceed, I must check something on her behalf. Little dragon, do you accept this blessing?
I want to be your friend. So if you're offering, then yes, I would love to have your blessings.
Of course, just like last time.
Were it not for the adventurer's blessings, this tale might have ended long ago. Thanks to them, another ending was now possible. Yet in that moment, they did not know if this blessing was truly a gift or just another trial in disguise.
What? You didn't say a word when we
Hi,
actually needed a
Kirill,
clue,
hello.
but now at a critical moment like this, you turn up and start playing mind games?
Another trial. Huh, that actually sounds about right. Be it the fictional problems of Simulanka or unavoidable conflicts in the real world.
And
If
Carrington,
you
hello.
think about it, that's what they've been all along.
Hello to you. How's it going?
But if it wasn't for those trials, I never would have met any of you. So, despite all that, I'd still like to give my blessings.
That's the spirit! Come on, Durin! Let's help you make your wish come true again!
On behalf of both my past and present selves, thank you, my friends.
Flashbang!
Fortunately, a brave
And
band
goodbye,
of
I guess.
adventurers heard tell of the little dragon's story. Determined to lift his curse, they fought their way through countless trials. To help him, they offered up their blessings and made a wish to the goddess of fate.
Please,
At
goddess of
last,
fate, let
their
this
wish
quest
was
end.
granted. Shaking off his scales, the little dragon stepped out of the tower's gloom. But his time in the world beyond the castle would soon teach him this gift would bring blessings and trials of its own. And as far as the little dragon was concerned, the tricks of fate had just begun.
And it cuts off the voice line. You know, I constantly keep complaining about how they don't give you enough time to read. Not even the voice actors get enough time to
Durin's
read.
wish came true, just like it did before.
Horrible.
If this story was written by my mother, then surely that was the last chapter we just completed.
Oh yeah! So, in other words, we finished it.
But did we, though? Earn my first dollar? The $1? I mean, it's something. Congrats on earning your first dollar. Even
like
if
that's
it's
a
just
wrap on
one.
Alice's task,
One.
and there's even some ink to spare.
Time to return the book, huh?
Guess we'll have to wait for her to make contact, like she said.
So, my mother's final story has finally come to a close.
Sounds like you're a little sad to see it end.
Back when I was still living in Simulanka, I was always under the illusion that my mother had never truly left. Every day I spent immersed in that world.
Alright.
It felt
So
like
they
she
said
was
we're
right
gonna have
there
to
by
wait
my
for her to
side,
make
still
contact.
reading me bedtime stories. But
Which I assume
now-
means another IRL wait time.
Durin!
Don't worry, we're all here for you.
That's right! And you've got so many other friends waiting for you back in Mondstadt.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, after all that flying around, Paimon's starting to feel hungry again. So, why don't we head back to Mondstadt? Perfect excuse for a big meal with the rest of the gang. Now that you've fulfilled your mom's final wish, a little celebration seems in order, right?
It's just a pity we never got to see that big, beautiful dragon.
That might be for the
Really
best
looking
after
forward
all.
to meeting him, huh? He might not be here all the time, but Paimon's sure you'll get a chance at some point.
Alright, no worries. Anyway, since this feast is to celebrate me fulfilling my mother's final wish, I guess it should be my little treat. Pretty sure that's how humans do it, right?
Nuh-uh. This This one's on the Traveler and Paimon. Celebrating each other's achievements is what friends are for.
All right,
Honestly,
celebration
when it comes
time,
to who
I guess.
treats who, human rules are so complicated.
See? He wants to be friends with you too.
So he was just chilling up
But
there.
the moment hasn't come. At least not yet. In any case, the story should have a better ending this time, don't you think?
Let the dragons be friends. Let them be pals. Also, I think it's nice how on the map, because I can't use... Look, I think that's something that they actually might have changed. No, never mind, never mind. I thought it was grayed out because I can't use it because it's in the cutscene trigger, but no, it just grays out when you're zoomed out. For a second, I was hopeful that they made a quality of life edition where the map actually tells you when something's not usable. But I was wrong.
Whew. Feels like we were gone for ages. Hopefully, everyone's still here.
So, your adventure was a success, huh? Want to grab a drink to celebrate?
Absolutely not. No booze allowed.
Oh, she does get a speaking role. How nice.
Mr. Honorary Knight, Durin, I want to hear all about your big adventure.
We're gonna order a big meal for
Everyone
everybody
looking
first.
over, presumably
We'll
because of the
probably
name
eat.
Durin, or because of the mention of us, the hero of Mondstadt, or both.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Did I hear you call
Durin
him
indeed.
Durin just now? But wasn't Durin the evil dragon that fell on Dragonspine?
Come on, miss. This Durin isn't that evil dragon from
Yippee indeed.
Dragonspine. Albedo said... well, it was kind of confusing. But anyway, it's super cool.
Oh, is this your first time meeting him, Marjorie? No wonder you're getting him confused.
Still, even if you hadn't met him yet, shouldn't you have heard about him at the very least?
Durin's the best.
At this point,
The evil
pretty much
dragon
the
is
whole
the
city has.
best.
Why is everyone...
The adventure sucked, kid. It did.
So, what exactly is his connection with the evil dragon?
Wait, but those horns on his head. Surely he's not a...
Did everyone just forget about Durin?
No, that can't be.
Hmm?
The tricks of fate had just begun.
And then everyone died. The end.
Watch out!
Stay calm. Sometimes he gets like this. When that happens, you just have to suck him a little bit, and then he's
No one
fine.
got hurt. Did they?
Durin! Durin!
He asked Barbara to tend to Durin and then settled him in a guest room.
I just had Barbara check him over. He's not badly hurt, but he seems to have burned through a lot of energy fending off some kind of dangerous power. He'll need some time to rest before he wakes up.
Ah, there's the waiting
can
quest.
someone explain what's going on here?
It seems like, aside from Durin's close acquaintances, the people of Mondstadt have forgotten everything about him.
How could that even happen?
Worse still, the abyssal power within him is showing signs of extreme instability. Could be a separate issue, though. I'm not sure.
If the abyssal power inside him spirals out of control, Mondstadt will be in grave danger.
Maybe we should ask Albedo?
I completely agree.
All right then. As acting Grand Master, I'll send a letter requesting Albedo's immediate return. Until then, The knights will watch over Durin.
That's pretty much all we can do right now.
Also, allow me to look after this book for now. If you need to consult it, just drop by my office.
Do you think the book might have something to do with what's happening?
It's possible.
Weird that Alice still hasn't contacted us. Maybe we should head back inside the book and take another look.
Wait. Yep. There it is. IRL wait time. Again. Annoying stuff. I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyway, that means... Well, I want to say that means it's time to do the big quest that we're waiting for. But before we do that, I want to double check to make sure there aren't any anecdotes around, because those are always a time-sensitive thingy. But there should be. There should always be at least one anecdote. There we go. Ah, and there's the area expansion. Again with the pre-unlocked teleport point. Stupid. And have another game lined up after you do each part of the quest. Yeah, but I like having my streams be like focused on one singular game. Unless it's like some kind of special occasion. Unless it's like some special occasion, like an anniversary or birthday stream or something along those lines, then I am fine with changing things up a little bit. But normally, I'm the type who wants to stick with one thing beginning to end. And Genshin is making that very hard for me.
Miss, are those antlers on your head?
Wow, they look just like deer antlers.
I bet they are. Just like us Frostmoon Scions.
Yeah, Our Lady Moonchanter, Miss Lauma, also has a pair of really pretty antlers.
I don't fully understand what's going on, but I'm quite sure my horns and hers aren't the same
look like a bodybuilder.
I know.
Is that what you think?
Miss Lauma's horns
Why?
go up and yours go down. Wow. Are you also a Moonchanter, Miss?
Moonchanter? Well, I don't think I am. Moonchanter? That's a foreign term to me. I think Granny once mentioned an Adeptus who is related to the moon, but I don't think they were a Moonchanter, were they? Oh, no, wait! Granny told me not to tell outsiders about Adepti. So,
You know what? Yeah, fair enough. It is a pretty big book. But it does kind of levitate, so...
But your horns are just as pretty as hers.
Miss, can you talk to animals like Miss Lauma can?
Oh, hey! My savior's here! Hey, traveler! Over here!
Yanfei? What brings you here?
Let's skip that first. I need you to save me right now. If these kids keep asking me questions, I won't be able to hide my identity as an Adeptus for much longer.
Well, that's...
Ina, Kari. It's good to be welcoming to our guests, but if you ask too many questions, you may come off as impolite.
Miss Lauma! Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Longhorn Miss. We asked too many questions.
Sorry. It's just that we've never seen someone from outside the Scions with horns. So...
All right.
Well...
Come, Ina, Kari.
That sounds like a you
two
problem,
should
to
go
be fair.
home. I saw your parents on the way here. They must be worried sick searching for you.
They're searching? Oh no! It's way past dinner time!
We're dead meat. Daddy's going to scold me. Bye-bye, Miss Lauma. And bye-bye, Longhorned Miss.
Thanks for your help, Lauma. I don't know how I would have wriggled out of this otherwise. I should have stayed in the library to search for information like you advised.
I do wonder when I'll get
I'd be
another
ambushed
anecdote
the instant I
outside.
stepped outside.
Outside of this area, because I do know that there's at least 2 anecdotes that I saw on the map that
No
are
need to blame
outside
yourself,
of Nod-Krai.
The children are merely curious beyond
One
their
of them
years
being in
and
Liyue,
unaccustomed to seeing outsiders
and one
with
of them in
horns.
Inazuma.
I apologize on their behalf for the discourtesy.
I did see at least those two pop up.
It's fortunate that the Finches came to tell me you were surrounded by Ina and Kari. It seems my arrival proved timely.
It's all right. I should have known better.
You two are acquainted?
That we are. Yenfei came to visit us Frostmoon's scions 2 days ago, saying that she wished to gather some
Levitates,
reading
though, was the
materials.
evil book aura?
Since she came
It's the
to
evil book
study,
aura that is
I
making it
invited her to
levitate.
stay.
Lauma's been a big help. I've gleaned lots of valuable information from the Scion's library. Maybe even stuff that'll give Shinobu a surprise.
You're too kind, Yanfei. You were merely browsing our archives and writing down some of our customs. Although, I do not understand these borders of law you mentioned. As long as your time here has proven fruitful, then all is well.
The borders of law are essentially... On second thought, it's not the sort of thing where a short explanation will suffice. Once the book's done, we'll just send you a few copies. It should be clear once you read it. It's a universal law book that should be concise, engaging, informative, and easy to understand.
As if such a thing
we'll
could ever
cover legal
exist.
concepts, as well as the regulations present in many nations.
Is that so? Well, then I look forward to reading your work, Yanfei. I believe the children will be interested too.
The children interested in
promise
law?
it'll be interesting.
Alright, sure.
I guess I should head back to the library and continue my transcribing for now. See you about the round.
I hope our Adeptus finds what she's looking for.
Yanfei's already revealed her identity to you?
She told me everything on her first visit. I must admit, seeing an Adeptus with horns fills me with a sense of familiarity. I listened to her many stories of Liyue's Adepti, and in exchange I granted her access to our library.
Ah, the law of
In that,
equivalent
she has thus
exchange.
far
Fair enough.
proved most rule-abiding. A praiseworthy virtue, I must say.
Well, she does work as a legal
Is
advisor.
that so? Well, that's wonderful. She did mention a certain white horse Adeptus while telling me of Liyue's legends. If memory serves, our books do chronicle a divine envoy who once dwelled on the moon.
White Horse Adeptus. Is there such a person among the Adepti of Liyue?
Now, do not concern yourself overly with a mere flight of fancy on my part. But now that we have broached the subject, far apart though Liyue and Nod-Krai might be, both have always bathed in the moonlight. I pray that the people of Liyue may also be blessed by the moon, and lead lives of peace and prosperity.
Alright. Next anecdote. Over here. One that will probably be a little bit more interesting. White Horse Adeptus, yeah. Perhaps in a future update. I mean, we are gonna be returning to Liyue relatively soon-ish, right? Oh hey, we're continuing this storyline.
Little dearie, you gotta eat your breakfast, or you're never gonna grow up big and strong.
I know. There is still lacquerberry residue hanging from the corner of its mouth.
Huh? What?
Its recovery is progressing smoothly. In a few more days, we can ask Miss Lauma to send it back to its herd. I know. I am sure you know that it deserves to go back home instead of staying with us.
This really feels like a rehash of what happened last time.
Did the Lady Moonchanter from the Frostmoon Scions not say as much when she came to treat the deer? Its family might be worried about it. Once it has recovered, it would be best to send it home.
I know, but, you know, it obviously hasn't recovered yet.
And that line doesn't match. Again, if this exact anecdote is repeating itself, I probably pointed out this mistake before. And anecdotes shouldn't repeat themselves, right?
Does your leg still hurt? Do you want to go home?
I know. Didn't the Lady Moonchanter promise us that she would come and pick up the deer? When the time comes, let's ask her to listen to what the deer has to say again.
Taking animals anecdote witnessed. Okay, next stream will be reading the German constellation. It's fun, right? I don't know what you mean by that. Why would I be reading anything? I don't read on this channel. I can't read. Why do you think I can read? I remember that one kept appearing like 5 times. Weird. Alright, you know what time it is? Never, ever, under any circumstances, should anyone use a pre-unlocked teleport point until they've actually gone there themselves. So, we're gonna be walking. You know, it would have been nice if they re-added the boats, because we know they have boats. They have them in Inazuma, they have them up here in Fontaine, but no, they did not add boats to Nod-Krai for some unholy reason. Why didn't they? Well, apparently, because that way they can justify not having any means of getting there without certain characters. Again, instead of just having a forced pre-unlocked teleport point, they could have just made it so you have access to the boats over here. Save every time I just read it until it went away for good. Yeah, I'll probably do it similarly. I'll just keep going through it every time. Eventually it'll disappear. And I'll point out the mistake every single time. Alright, here we are. This is the closest I can get without having to rely on Farina or ice bridging. And between using Farina and ice bridging, I think we all agree that Farina is the superior option. Well, technically, another way of getting up there would be... Because you don't have access to boats, right? But you could technically take a Saurian all the way from Natlan, past Nod-Krai's initial area, up here. Well, maybe, you know what? I shouldn't judge the game. Maybe there is actually a point in the story where it fast travels you up there. Maybe I can actually get up there if I just move along with the story. And it'll fast travel me there without me having to do anything like this. But, I guess I'll find that out in a second. First, for now I'll go there right away. And maybe regret my decision when the story takes me there. Knowing that I could have gotten up there much more easily if I just proceeded with the game. I'll have to test the Saurian thing. Fair enough. It would be a long journey, but it should be possible. There's like no, at no point would it cut you off. Like there's no point where you have to get out of the water or anything. And I don't think a Saurian will ever like despawn, like, I think you can indwell the Saurian for as long as you want. So you should be good to just proceed all the way up here. Even if it is quite the journey. But hey, from one lighthouse to another.
Oh, brilliant!
Ain't that nice? We actually have a means of telling where we are. Even if it gets foggy.
May I present?
Okay. Now I do wonder if Nod-Krai will get a few expansions or if... Again, I would assume that Nod-Krai won't be as big as some other nations, because it is just supposed to be an in-between nation and not one of the big 7. And the sad thing is, the way things are shaping up, it's already... Well, it already looks like it's gonna be bigger than Mondstadt, which is one of the main 7.
It's pouring out here. Wait, the water levels aren't rising. May I present?
No, the water levels aren't rising, don't you worry. Appreciate the lurk, Gabe. Alright, let's have a look at the new area. Whoa. Okay, was that camera pan necessary? Anyway. The world opens itself. Yada yada. Hooray! And we're heading further north. Basically meaning we are heading towards Snezhnaya. Also, this basically confirms interacting with teleport points and statues does contribute to exploration progress, not just picking stuff up. Because otherwise I should still be at 0% here, because I haven't picked up anything in the area yet. Viewpoint. Also, walk to the teleport point, so I can, quote-unquote, unlock it. Oh my god, Bones! Hi! Thank you so much for the resub yet again. Absolutely insane. Stuck in the snow for like 45 minutes? Ooh. 1, 2, but 6 guys all come up to help push me out. Wow, that sounds like quite a bit of snow. But yeah, that's insane. Yeah, absolutely. No, we barely got any snow for... What, you mean the lighthouse? Headquarters of the Lightkeepers. Okay. I'm not heading there. Canada, I suppose. I'm not sure if that would be something you could... I mean, some people do enjoy the snow. I, for one, am ashamed that... I, for one, am a little bit sad that we didn't get as much snow. No! Stop your stupid quest! Damn vehicle, stop moving again. Shut up, I just want the teleport point. I do not give a shit about whatever you have to say. Come on, Woonwang, old friend, can't you hold on a little longer? We're just a little way away from Pyramida. Once we finally get there, you can blow a gasket or buy the farm for all I care. Here you are, stopping in the middle of nowhere, and now you expect us to carry you back to town? Everything seems to be going wrong, just as we're busiest. You know what? Don't have time to waste on you, my good Roland. Looks like we'll need to find more helpers. Don't force me to interact with these stupid assholes! Why? Why is this game so horribly designed? Oh my, I don't remember putting a call out, and yet here you are. Now, what divine luck has brought you two to my side, dear friends? Can I leave? Don't look familiar. Newly recruited treasure hunter, perhaps? It's Paimon, he's go. Adventurers just passing by. Shut the fuck up. You seem to be in trouble. What's going on? I don't give a shit. Let me go. I'm a Lieutenant Ratnik, so you two are adventurers. I'm afraid you've come to the wrong place. Our adventurers not welcome here. Good. In that case, I'm turning back. Not exactly what I meant. Can't blame you for being new and not knowing. Anyhow, there's a large-scale wild hunt outbreak in the northern Kipumaki area. Incident in the pioneering agent ruined some years back. Didn't think it'd turn into something so serious. Look north, you see, that's where the monsters have been swarming in from. If you don't have any urgent business, you better not wander in this area because things are looking ugly. How do I know this, you ask? Well, the old man just ordered us back to Pirama to join the operation to eradicate the wild hunt. Ain't that so, Roland? Hey, what's with you? You've been quiet for a while now. Yes, and you should stay quiet too. You solve this problem on your own, I'm leaving. You know what? No, fuck you. I'm teleporting out of there. You can't stop me. How do I get around them and reach the teleport point? If I jump up here, maybe. Walk along here for a little bit and then jump off the cliff. Climb up here. Yes. There we go. I successfully avoided that stupid segment. Now stay far away from them. All I want to do is unlock the map and then proceed with the story. That's all I want. And what about the snow you got in Germany? Well, the thing is, as I said, we barely got any. It snowed a little bit. Like in the days leading up to Christmas, to the point that there was actually a very, very, very thin layer of snow barely covering some areas during Christmas. So yes, we actually got somehow a somewhat white Christmas for the first time in quite a few years, which we'll take at this point. Even if there was barely anything, at least some stuff, at least some snow remained until Christmas began. Okay, now the last statue should be up here. The snow is pretty. It is. Oh hey, a statue that isn't covered in mechanical stuff. Alright, and now we unlock the full map. That's all I wanted. Boom. Never mind, we haven't unlocked the full map yet. There's still one more statue.
It's about time we headed over to the Curatorium of Secrets.
Yes, Paimon, I'll be going there in a second.
There's something super important to discuss. You remember, right?
Yes, Paimon, I'll be going there in a second. I just want to unlock the map first, and then I'll do the thing. If it is too much, in my opinion, you have to drive this afternoon. Playing it is fun. Yeah. Again, reminds me of the good old days when me and my family would spend winter up in the mountains. And at that point, combine the fact that we were up in the mountains where it's generally colder, and the fact that I was a small child, and basically we could do proper trench warfare when it came to snowball fights. Seriously, the snow piled up so high that as a kid, digging a complete trench where you could hide yourself in entirely was more than feasible. And I loved it. I loved the trench warfare. Okay, it looks like Nod-Krai will definitely expand a little bit more to the north. Okay, we're probably gonna get at least one more Nod-Krai expansion, but then, presumably, Shniznaya will arrive. Anyway, now on to the main stuff that we're here for, right? Moonless Night. Paimon already was redirecting me towards this, and now we can actually begin. We are here for Columbina, after all. Toronto at the moment? Well, would you look at that? Sadly, I live nowhere near Toronto. So, yeah. No warfare for me. Not today. Alright, finally, back to main story content. Despair!
Looks like the gang's all here!
Finally, time for main story content. Despair would like to join your world. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is.
Yep, all ready. How about you two? Green and good to go?
Paimon's ready!
I'm ready too.
Feeling nervous? Don't blame you. We're all a little out of our depth with this one. Okay, so some time ago, Columbina was ambushed by the
time zone
doctor.
wise.
It all happened pretty fast, and the last thing you saw was her
Shame.
vanishing into the moon's reflection.
Shame indeed.
Yes, though at the time, all that the rest of us saw was the doctor using some kind of power. The next moment, Columbina had disappeared, and you were falling into the sea.
We have to get Columbina back.
Shut up,
And whatever
Siri.
the doctor's plan is in seizing the Three Moons Authority, we have to stop him before he succeeds.
The Frost Moon Scions consider it our duty to rescue the Moon Goddess. I wasn't expecting so many others to come to our aid. So I want you to know that you have our utmost gratitude.
Great. Well, first things first.
Oh. I guess you're not talking.
Someone's here. We heard your footsteps. Although...
You've been here for a while now. I take it you followed the Traveler, but I don't sense any ill intent in you.
Come on.
Who?
I figured it wouldn't take you long to notice me.
Ah. Okay, it's one of the Knave's subordinates. For a second I was like, oh shit, for Tui. But then I was like, ah, the Knave. We're fine, everything's a-okay.
I come bearing news from my lady, the Knave.
We do kind of vibe with her. It's
Detoy
fine.
went through the motions of returning to Snezhnaya, but it was obviously a facade. However, he has not returned to the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau, nor has he made an appearance in Nasha Town.
Well, in that case, he'll be in his lab way up north. I always wondered why he applied for his own private pad. He was planning this all along.
Tell them
Way
that
up north,
Zendroni
huh?
and I will go on ahead.
You mean the
If
part
they
of the
still
map I just
intend to
unlocked?
pursue this matter, they should meet us at the research center in the northern tip of Nod-Krai.
Nice of
Oh, the
Columbina's
northern
two
tip of
best friends to
Nod-Krai.
think of us. We appreciate the heads up. Our sincere
So,
thanks to the Fatui for
did
your
we already unlock the very northernmost border of Nod-Krai? Does, like, Nod-Krai seamlessly transition into Snezhnaya? Like, I thought Nod-Krai was purely islands, but... Again, there is still land further up north from where the map currently cuts off. Does it just transition? Like, is it a land border to Snezhnaya after all?
Lady Damselette may have left our organization, but at least some of her colleagues remain genuinely concerned for her well-being. Not to mention that the Doctor's increasingly cryptic conduct gives us great cause for alarm. We have crossed swords many times before, but it's not personal. We're just on different sides. We don't lack humanity. And so, as fellow friends of Lady Damselette, it's only right that you should be in the know about this.
Arlecchino's situational awareness has saved us a lot of trouble.
I'll leave the map here with you. If you do decide to head to the research center, please proceed with caution. And remember, at least while you're in Nod-Krai, Lady Arlecchino's subordinates are your comrades if you want them to be.
This is
Well,
very
ain't that
accommodating
nice?
of you. We can't thank you enough.
Just doing my duty. I shall take my leave now. If you need us, you'll find us at the Experimental Design Bureau.
Bye, have a great time.
So, the doctors left the Experimental Design Bureau and headed to some research center up north.
Marionette seems to think he's been planning this for a long time. But when did it start? Before he even arrived in Nod-Krai?
It seems his loyalty to the Tsaritsa is lip service at most. Behind the scenes, he may even be working against her.
Nah, he might not be working against anyone
Whatever his
specifically, he's
motives,
just working
we
for
know that
himself.
he's decisive and incredibly ruthless.
If that goes
Facing
against
him
someone, it's
unprepared would be a recipe
not
for
out of any
disaster.
hatred towards that person, but just because he doesn't give a shit.
At this stage, it's difficult to predict his next steps. I suggest we split into 2 groups. We need some people to stay behind and guard Nasha Town.
Well, as much as I'd love to help, infiltrating research labs isn't really my area of expertise.
So she's on guard
But
duty
at
then.
least take Cool Your Jet's Ducky with you. It should be some help during the battle.
Snowpicking Discord?
And as
I'll
for
have to
Miss
have a look
Anefa,
later.
I suppose you will stay to protect Miss Aino?
Detecting operational logic. Protect Ino. Priority. High.
Just in case, Servarka, I think it would be best if you stayed behind as well. You can leave the research center.
And
to us.
of course, he continues being
I
useless.
would have said the Knight of Berea should probably be out on the front line, but okay, fine.
He continues to be useless.
Leave Nasha
Yay!
Town to me. Be careful out there, okay? If things get out of hand, fall back right away.
Yehodo will be on hand to assist you. In my absence, she can handle any intel gathering work.
You got it, boss. You guys make sure to get back here in one piece, all right?
We will.
Things are moving fast. We'd better head off soon if we hope to keep pace.
That's going to be a very dangerous mission.
So, it's infiltrate a secret research facility, or... Yeah, alright. Paimon will help out here instead. Sounds like it's gonna be a pretty intense fight.
We all have to
So
bring
wait,
our
I'm
A
separating
game
from
here.
Paimon?
So, anything you need to wrap up before we leave?
Well, that's a first. Note, while the Archon Quest is in a special phase, certain systems and functions will be unavailable. To ensure you have the best experience, I recommend you experience the next part of the story when you have ample time. I have at least 2 hours. I have 2 hours, I can do it. Nope, I'm good to go.
Then you'd better get going.
Very well.
I have ample time, I have 2 hours, it should be alright.
All these broken machines on the ground. Someone got here before us. Could it be Arlecchino and Sandrone?
Also, can I turn back? Because there's a teleport point over here. And it did just fast really? I just barely can't reach the teleporter. And yeah, it did fast travel me all the way to the north. In fact, even further than I've gone. I've only gone up to here. And now we can go all the way up here. Damn, alright. Well, let's enter the facility then. If it wants to load. Also, I assume that this is where we unlock the new weekly boss, because I already know there's a new weekly boss. His facility doesn't look in the best shape. Which is good. Deserves to be demolished. And these people here deserve to die. Oh.
That's quite a welcome party.
Oh no!
Be silent.
It had to be.
Forest, protect us.
Had to be one of those stupid rift hounds. Also, apparently, he controls the wild hunt. Wait. Interesting. Okay, so they're trapped, actually. Oh, this one isn't. Or what if I just run past him?
Get back! I said get back! Do you hear me?
Ow. I can't move.
Working. No. Don't come any closer.
Ow.
Don't.
I can't move. There we go. Unavoidable damage. You love to see it. You know what? I should have just killed him. Fuck it. We're doing this.
The long sleep beckons. Observe. Close your eyes.
Got him. Okay, so we go around. Hello.
Wipe out!
Your poor lost land. With one heart, we pray.
Observe.
You poor souls. May your spirits find peace.
Grab that key on the ground. We'll probably need it at some point.
I like how my objective is right next to me. Anyway, there. Oh look, more of the wild hunt.
Watch
Oh,
out. There's no way through.
never
Let's go
mind.
around.
Not more of the wild hunt. Can you please just climb? Thank you. Any chests? No? Shame. Oh god, why do we have to vent? So much venting in this new nation.
What the? Trespassers? Here? What's wrong with you people?
We're looking for the doctor, and we understand he might be here. I see you're fleeing the facility.
You looking to settle a score with a doctor? Good luck with that. I don't think you have many chances left.
Oh?
Perhaps. But you might have a chance to live if you start talking.
2 other Harbingers had the same idea as you. They're already inside. But what good is it gonna do? The doctor wouldn't do something like this unprepared.
Seems to me that you're not too thrilled about being his subordinate.
Who would
Also,
be?
Is it just me, or do I sense monsters nearby? If you'd prefer their company to ours, that can easily be arranged.
We need to know what the doctor is up to. Please, if you know anything at all, tell me. This is
Also,
about
main character
more than
voice lines.
us versus the doctor.
Very rare.
His actions could have consequences for all of Nod-Krai, and perhaps even your homeland, Snezhnaya.
Well?
He's building something. Ambitious doesn't even begin to describe it. Feels like this could be the big one. God knows how long he's been planning it. A while back, he told us he'd be returning to Snezhnaya. We weren't expecting him back so soon. This time he brought some gemstones with him, or something. 2 of them.
The moon marrow spheres. He stole them from their rightful owner, Columbina.
Oh, Lady Damselette? Last I heard, she left the Fatui.
Yeah, now she
Before
left this
went,
world.
She told us she'd finish what Her Majesty asked of her.
Thanks
and
for the
wished to
lurk.
focus on some personal matters. I remember thinking that leaving us might not be the best choice. I mean, I always looked up to the captain the most, and...
Yeah, he gone.
Back when this all started, the higher-ups dispatched 3 units to Nod-Krai to execute their plan. They were led by the Doctor, Marionette, and the Damselette, respectively. I was a part of the Damselette's unit to begin with. She never really interacted with us much. In fact, she seemed sort of detached from everything. Not because she was distracted, just felt like she was indifferent to the world around her.
Yeah.
Like she had no stake in anything that happened.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
always seemed like she was staring off into the distance. Almost as if she didn't see anything worth living for in the present. So she had to
She
look
did
further
change though.
afield.
She had her character arc and everything.
That's right. She always used to stare up at the sky. The doctor used to stand nearby and watch her. Apparently they got along well at first, but somewhere along the way, she grew wary of him. Started avoiding him as much as possible.
And nobody could blame her.
After she left, everyone in our unit merged with the doctors. He's similarly indifferent to the world, except when it comes to the moons. He seems to have big plans for them. Right now, obtaining the 3 moons is his #1 priority. He even said if he can only get his hands on 2 of them, he'll create a 3rd one himself.
How would he create an artificial moon marrow? Maybe the knowledge he gained from the Hyperborean phantoms has something to do with it.
Thank you for cooperating. We appreciate the level of detail.
I get the sense that you'd serve under Columbina again if you had the chance. Would that be fair?
No, she's no longer a harbinger. As a member
Sure.
of the Fatui, my loyalty will always belong to the Tsaritsa. I'm only telling you all this because I don't completely trust the doctor. His actions do not align with the goals that first brought us to Nod-Krai.
I understand. We'll do everything within our power to stop him. The Knaves unit is based at the Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau. Maybe you can seek refuge with them.
Alright, let's get moving then.
Well, now we know what's going on here. Artificial moon marrow. He's likely well on the way to completing it. Dottore's technological capabilities are far more advanced than I thought.
Just because he couldn't
I
get
fear this could
Columbina
get
after
ugly.
all.
Everyone, prepare yourselves.
This is definitely leading up to the weekly boss, isn't it? Oh, it's gonna be the doctor. Oh, we're gonna be kicking his ass. One of the ones I'm looking forward to the most to being killed. We have killed one of the other Harbingers ourselves, and then another Harbinger has died without us being the one to actively kill them. And yeah, so 2 Harbingers are already dead, and 1 Harbinger has left the Fatui. So that's 3 of the Harbingers removed from the equation. And there are 3 of them. 3 of the Harbingers were kind of chummy with, so that's nice. So I'd say things are going well with trimming down the numbers of the Harbingers. A lot of nature in here. Also treasure. Anything hidden over here? No. Back in the vents. Well, that looks like an arena of some kind. At the very least, he decorates with plants in here. At the very least, he decorates. Keeps some greenery. That much is nice. I'm definitely gonna be attacked here. Just look at this area. And look who it is.
Welcome, one and all. I've been expecting you. I hope my humble research facility is to your liking.
Yeah, we really appreciated fighting our way in through a horde of monsters.
The gall. You expect us to believe you've just been patiently waiting for us?
Yes. Also, by the way, I'm gonna turn up the game just a tiny bit because I think the voices are quiet, but I'm not gonna turn them up too much.
Of course I have.
I think that's
Should
decent
I be
enough balancing.
Worried about something? Everything seems to be going quite smoothly so far, and you've shown up right on schedule. First Sandrone and Arlecchino, now you. Ah, quite a surfeit of guests I've had today.
What about your other 2 guests? What happened with them?
If you were looking for them, I should probably mention that Arlecchino disappeared as soon as she entered the facility. As for Sandrone, Why, she stood right here only moments ago demanding answers from me at the top of her voice. Hardly out of character. She never was
so
one
what
for
happened?
basic courtesy. But I have to admit, I was a little surprised to see her showing concern for someone besides herself.
Yeah, but what happened?
Does everyone you associate with undergo such a change in temperament? Speaking as a researcher, I have to say, it is not a change for the better. It threatens one's ability to remain objective.
Where is Sandrone?
Well, since you ask...
So you've got your hands on the moon marrow, and now you're claiming godhood. Don't you think that's a bit of a stretch, Dottore?
I must protest what you are insinuating with that phrase, claiming godhood. I am not claiming anything. I am stating a fact.
Wow.
You're a researcher. I'm sure you appreciate the distinction between the two.
Huh? Wait, you really think you're all that? You'll excuse me if I'm not being a polite little lady for you. We're colleagues. We both know what kind of person you are.
By the
An
same
asshole.
token, I knew you'd respond along those lines. You and I both understand that facts speak louder than words. To that end, I've had my people send you a small gift. It should go some way toward helping you understand my present position.
What gift? Where have all your troops gone?
Who knows? Perhaps they are already marching toward a new world, following in the footsteps of an unknown god. As vulgar and arrogant as you may be, dear Sandrone,
Stop circling
I have no
her like a
intention of
shark.
taking out my displeasure on your subordinates. They will enjoy equal rights to my own.
You sent your people to the Experimental Design Bureau? That's a Saritsa's property.
Yes, and I am very mindful of Her Majesty's instructions. But you know full well that they do not conflict with my present goals. In which case, all I'm doing is conducting another one of my experiments. Is there a problem with that?
I can't wait for him to die.
Now then, you have a judgment call to make. Am I simply lying to stall you? Or is it possible that every word I am saying is the truth? In which case, your subordinates really are in danger.
So now you've turned on fellow Fatui soldiers. You're completely insane.
I have
All
set
right,
a new
where's the
rule
news?
for myself. Each person gets one chance. Naturally, that includes you, Sandrone. If you wish to leave, I won't stop you. We are colleagues, after all.
Scumbag!
Well, at least she's unharmed.
Still, I hadn't counted on Sandrone sparing any thought for the people of this world. Shame. I always found her self-centeredness to be one of her few better qualities. How can she ever hope to achieve greatness when she's so obsessed with protecting her little design bureau?
It's more than a little disingenuous to speak of achieving greatness while taking hostages. Or does honor no longer mean anything to you?
Honor? I have the marrow of 2 moons in my possession and will soon complete the construction of a 3rd.
How soon
I
is
will
soon?
be the god of a new world. And you speak to me of honor? How charmingly naive.
Those are sacred relics. You do not deserve them.
In my view, many in this world do not deserve to be alive. And
Yeah,
yet
you're one of
I
them.
mercifully permit them to go on living, do I not?
You do not deserve to be alive. You should
come to
know.
regret your actions. Will I now? Let's see if you can make me.
Is it time? Oh god, it's time.
Go!
And I can't use my team!
The night cometh. Observe, be silent.
I'm severely handicapped right now.
Leave this place.
Because I have to use this trial party. Which is very annoying. How dare the game handicap me?
Observe, be silent.
I barely deal any damage. This is just not fair. Give me my team back.
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth.
And now I'm... Oh! Well, there's support.
They see you as an ally. What a farce. You're clearly here to destroy my research, not me.
I'd say your research is more valuable than your life. Am I wrong?
I need to...
Your actions betray your fear of me.
By the frost moon of old.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Leave this
On.
place.
For Bloom.
Is this all it takes to tire you?
Beware the creatures of the night.
Oh, great.
Is that the best
He can just blink out of existence while I'm using an ult.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
An exact
Alright, slowly but surely, we're getting somewhere.
Forest, protect us.
Observe. Close your eyes.
No more lies.
Get lost.
With one heart, we pray.
It all adds up.
Durin is too powerful with the artificial moon marrow in his arsenal. Fighting him is futile.
Oh, great, he gets full HP again. Of course, finding him is futile if he can just heal himself. I was winning!
Let's go.
I was like halfway there.
I've always thought it is wiser to flee than surrender.
Watch out! What the?
Oh, fun.
Forget about me! You should...
Where's the traveler?
Oh boy, we get special one-on-one time with the doctor. Just what I wanted. I don't need my team. I need my team. Don't give me this trial party of idiots. I want my own team. Also first person shot? What?
What just happened? Nasha Town? How did I get here? Strange. I remember being trapped by Dottore during the battle.
But
and now all of a sudden, I'm here.
But are we actually here, though?
Something weird is going on. I guess I'll start by exploring the area.
This might not be the actual Nasha Town.
What brings you here at this hour?
Huh?
What are you in the mood for today? A hot dog? Or something else? We've got some special discounts at the moment. Want to see the menu?
Sorry, I'm not hungry right now.
Ah. Well, feel free to take a seat for now.
Also, this just
Let me know if
keeps
you change your
going.
mind.
It keeps going. Again, they're just expanding more and more on the Traveler, having more voice lines in Nod-Krai than all the previous nations combined.
Am I just overthinking?
Oh, darling, look who it is. One of our regular customers. Get the Traveler something to eat, would you, dear?
Wait, why is he talking like that?
Well, I'd love to, but can't serve a customer unless they order something. Anyway, I take it your business is wrapped up?
Yes, thankfully. It was a long trip, and it's left me feeling pretty exhausted. But the upshot is, I won't have to leave again for a good while. We can have some quality time to ourselves.
Wait, these two are a couple? I see some kids around too. I didn't know they had a family.
Hey there! I haven't seen you in ages! What's keeping you so busy? I've been looking forward to playing with you again.
Have we met?
You forgot already? You're silly. Daddy brought you over to our house recently. We had some snacks together.
This is one of those cases of you're living in an idyllic world, now you don't want to escape, right? It's one of those moments.
What is she talking about?
Where he's made like an idyllic world that we don't want to leave, that we want to indulge
We've
in.
had a lot of customers over the last few days, so we've been real busy. And like my mom always says, some people are more than just customers. They're friends. Oh, another customer's arrived. I better go see what they want.
This is all wrong. I never once heard the owner of this restaurant talk about their family. It certainly isn't a family-run business. And that child? I don't recognize her at all. Could this be a false memory?
Very
seems
good.
like it.
I knew you had it in you.
Dottore?
Aren't you going to try the house special?
When did he show up? No. None of this is real.
You don't seem to like it here. That's fine. We can change venues.
He wants to be the god of a new world, a world of his creation, and I guess he's experimenting with that already. Oh. We're getting the perspective change to see what happened to Columbina?
I'm still alive.
We're getting the aftermath of what happened to her after she escaped.
Where is this place? It took all my strength to open the moon gate, and then I leapt into it. So this is the moon's reflection? The mysterious realm beyond the gate? I can't sense anything. I guess I could try opening the gate once more. No
I guess not.
response. Maybe this space can't be opened from inside. If this was the space that killed both Revier and his lover, then why am I unscathed?
Who's to say they died?
Or... No, I'm not unscathed.
Maybe they're still in here, alive.
The air here feels frozen in place. There is nothing here with which I can restore my power. I should conserve my strength and proceed with caution. I don't believe Dottori's scheming will stop just because I escaped. If there is any chance that I can get back to the others, any chance at all, I must return.
Look at her walk. Her movement is so nice.
Emptiness. Silence. What is this place? Or maybe the real question is, what is it for? What's this? Looks like it responds to my power.
Well, let's find out.
Golden. Like Kuvaki. Is it some sort of guide? And why does it feel so familiar? I might as well follow it.
Gotta get our first look at her attack patterns. Pretty classic Catalyst user stuff, but I do like how it just comes in from the sky. She's so floaty. Oh.
Where does this lead? Could it be the exit?
Probably not. Memories? Yup. It's leading into memories. And the traveler is currently trapped in fake memories. Will this be how they somehow intersect?
Welcome home, Moon Goddess.
Is this Nasha Town? But isn't Moonbriar Night over already?
Yep, it is over. Memories. Look at her spin. Look at her spin when she jumps.
Goodbye for now, Columbina. I hope you have a wonderful night.
I will. Everyone else. And me? Are these my memories?
Hello, Froggy.
I can't touch them. It's as if we're separated by some impenetrable power.
Over here! Over here!
Again, I do wonder if somehow their memories will intersect, the real and fake ones. Just moving right through someone.
These memories pass right through me. Just like when I disappeared. If only I had known what would come to pass after that. Even so, I should still take a look around. Just being back here, it gives me the strength to keep going.
Explore. Oh. Yehoda is here. I guess we should check in on the witches.
Home, Moon Goddess. Oh, you're the genuine article. Alice was right. This moon prayer night was worth watching after all.
Yep, that's where we had our reading done.
Yes. That was the fortune-telling stall run by Barbeloth from the Hexen Circle.
Do we need to get a recap on the reading?
Please, draw the first.
We saw these
lunar
not too long
arcana.
ago.
This represents destiny and is the foundation for the divination as a whole.
My destiny. I believe the card I drew was the moon. Now that I think about it, Barbeloth's divination was absolutely right. It's almost time to draw the last card. The one that represents the future.
Yep, death.
That was the card that popped out on its own. From here, I think.
Yep, and that was you doing that.
Kuvaki Pulse?
Oh boy.
What?
So she was messing from the mirror of the moon thingy, dimension thingy. She could interact with this with the past.
I've never encountered this before
Huh.
in my role as a diviner.
That's interesting.
What's going on? Did that card leave the deck? Because of my influence? All I did was try to touch it, and then... Maybe this memory space is not untouchable after all. Are there weak points in the barrier? Or... is it possible that there's more to this space than my memories alone?
This card is death.
I need to get to the bottom of this. I'll try
Touch
touching
everything.
something else.
Yes.
Hmm?
You gotta touch everything and everyone.
Is this the wind? No, it's gravity. It's pulling me outwards. No, Traveler!
Ah. Come on. There is no saving this. We already know what happened in those in that moment, and that wasn't anything else beyond the card where there was a weird Kuvaki pulse. Meanwhile, a third perspective. Back at home base. Everyone's
Paimon,
quiet.
listen to me. From the bottom of our hearts, we are so sorry. We completely understand how you must feel. The Traveler is trapped, and we all feel responsible for it.
Don't say that! Paimon's not a little kid. You didn't leave him behind on purpose. There was nothing you could do. But he's all alone in there.
Skill issue, Paimon. Guess you should just get good.
What are we gonna
And
do
actually
now?
pull your weight for once.
We've barely spent any time apart since we met. Is he gonna die?
We must find a way to rescue him. We were all involved in the operation where he was captured, and we do not abandon our comrades. That being said, it won't be easy. Through conversation with the others on our return, we've arrived at a basic idea of what we're up against. Dottore lab has clearly been in operation for a lot longer than we realized. We found many monster samples stored there. In all likelihood, they were materials he used to research his latest technology. We also know that through his contact with the phantoms of Hyperborea, he gained knowledge about the moons and certain Hyperborean technologies. Using this knowledge, he then fashioned an artificial moon marrow to serve as a replacement for the frost moon beyond the sky. Unlike Columbina, Dottore is not being rejected by Teyvat. And even with 2 of the 3 moon marrows, his power far exceeds all of ours combined.
So this entire team has a
Once
skill
his
issue, is
third
what you're
moon
saying.
marrow is complete, Dottore will have completely seized the authority of the 3 moons. Teyvat's most primordial powers will then be in his grasp.
Does that mean...
I'm afraid so. No one could have predicted this level of insanity. Not even from Dottore. And unfortunately, his insanity is coupled with an intellect and ambition that not even his peers in the F2P can match.
This is dire. Sounds like the world is done for.
The 3 moons' authority can influence the very fabric of time and space. I dare not imagine what a monster like him would do with
Influencing the fabric of time and space.
Power.
Like how Columbina was able to influence the past.
The trouble's already begun, I'm afraid. On our way back, we discovered that part of Nod-Krai is being enveloped by an unknown energy. We cannot ascertain what is happening inside. I'm convinced this is Dottore's doing. Not that there's any way to prove it. The issue is, we have no idea what his intentions are.
The only thing more frustrating than facing down evil is knowing that it will surely come, but not knowing when.
So,
the Doctor is guilty of numerous crimes in Mondstadt as well. One of our knights, well, former knights. His father was murdered by Dottore. His ideology and methodology are a danger to everything in his path, from individuals to entire nations. He does not feel guilt, even when he acts against his own people.
He doesn't see them as his own people, that's why. People like him see everyone else as beneath them.
Right.
Yep, just
He views
disposable
other
pawns.
people only in terms of how they can benefit him. That's the basis of all his social connections. Granted, he's hardly the only harbinger to pursue their own interests. We all do. And Her Majesty is gracious enough to permit it. Still, her mercy has its limits. Dottore's actions have gone beyond even what the F2P could have imagined. Usurping divine authority to become a god. For a servant of the Tsaritsa, that goes beyond being disloyal. It's treason of the highest order. We can't expect him to heed the Tsaritsa's will once he gains the 3 moons' authority. Even we harbingers consider him the most self-interested among us.
Poor Traveler. Of all the people to get caught by... We have to go save him right now. Please, we gotta find a way.
Unless I save
Paimon,
myself.
I promise you, we are with you all the way.
I just gotta escape
I get
my
how
little
you
memory
feel.
prison.
I do. But it's gonna take more than strong emotions to take down an enemy like Dottore. What we need now is more information.
Right. We can't even guarantee he's still at his research center. Before we can think about
Fair
mounting
enough.
a rescue operation, we need to confirm the traveler's location.
My location is Memory
I'll
Prison.
find a way.
Paimon knows, but
Thankfully, Nefer knows how to access memories.
scared. If anything happens to the Traveler, he might be the strongest person Paimon knows, but he's still human. He feels pain and bleeds just like anyone else.
Then think things through before you stick your neck out. Unless you want to lose your head.
Sandrone.
Hello, Sandrone.
Sandrone.
Welcome to the rescue party.
You're okay?
Put the stuff over there. And be gentle with it. Am I okay? As you can see, I've had to move my whole livelihood out of the Experimental Design Bureau. It's been swallowed up by Dottores' energy field.
Oh,
if I'd
fun.
left it any longer, I probably would have gotten stuck there. Ugh, Dottore always goes a little loco when he finds a shiny new toy. Not that he'd ever admit that. But this time, he's gone full psycho.
And soon he'll go full dead.
Just go ahead and cry already.
Sorry. Paimon's not trying to make it seem. It's just, she can't.
Oh, Paimon.
Let it all out. There's no shame in it. When you're overwhelmed by fear and despair, crying can help get it out of your system. You'll feel better for it.
Okay then, while the baby of the group is having a moment, how about the grown-ups get to work? Give me your hand.
You've made a discovery?
Polonia, scan. You, hand, now.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask, my lady.
Damn, okay.
Curses! You're next, then you.
Sandrone scans everyone to look for against Dottore. Her face contorts.
Dottore, you son of a... He's done something to us. Everyone who entered his research center has been implanted with some sort of curse.
I don't feel anything unusual at the moment.
Okay then.
Does that mean it hasn't activated yet? Is there a way to figure out its purpose and what might trigger it?
My best guess is Dottore created it using the Moon Goddess's powers. 1 second, analyzing. Ugh! That friggin' maniac!
So, what twisted game is he playing this time?
The moment I analyzed the energy composition, some encrypted text appeared in my mind's eye. And when I deciphered it according to the F2P standard encryption protocol, I got the following message. Feel free to run, or you will perish in Nod-Krai.
He's mocking us.
Yeah,
Huh.
he loves to toy with people.
So is he
Only
saying
in
the
this
entire
case,
nation is going
there
down?
might be more to it.
I think the
But I
entire
didn't
nation might
detect
be
any
going down.
murderous
Only way
intent
out
or
is to escape the
malice either
nation.
in the message or the curse's energy. As if this is him at his least malicious.
Or perhaps all people are cowards in his eyes. Maybe he thinks the threat alone will be effective.
What a despicable person. And he has the Traveler in his grasp.
Yes, we know this.
If I may.
You're repeating
As
yourself.
unhinged as Dottore may be, he has always exercised great patience with the objects of his interest.
I remember a comment he made when we first arrived in Nod-Krai. He said, "This world is, on the whole, an exceedingly dull place. But at least there are a few intriguing features, such as the gods, or the Traveler."
So he's interested in
Presumably,
me, is what
they
you're
interest
saying.
him because they're unknown quantities. He wants to understand as much as he can about them.
Which means he won't kill me immediately.
Agreed. The Traveler is
Which will
Kavat's
prove to be his
fourth descender.
undoing.
All Harbingers are aware of this. Since Dottore took such pains to capture the Traveler, he is unlikely to kill him right away.
Okay. But we still have to do that rescue operation.
Of course. I also think we need to read between the lines with Dottore's message.
Uh-huh.
If he's encouraging us to run, that means we mustn't leave Nod-Krai under any circumstances. My guess is, his curse will only trigger if we leave.
Oh, hello.
We've discovered multiple energy fields. Albedo is still attempting to analyze their structure. He told me to report back first. Each field is slowly growing, swallowing up more of the surrounding area in the process. And the pace of their expansion has increased since we first examined them. He's probably trying to swallow Nod-Krai whole.
So yeah, he is
His
bringing down the
nefarious
entire
ambition
nation.
knows no bounds. If this continues, the whole of Teyvat will be in trouble, not just Nod-Krai.
The loss of Columbina could not have come at a worse time. Do we think she's truly gone for good?
Nah, she's also stuck in a memory
She
prison.
entered the space beyond the moon gate, knowing what became of Rerir and Thelindis. I'm sorry, but I fear the odds aren't good.
Don't be ridiculous. If I know her, she's busy finding a way back as we speak just so she can annoy me. She isn't dead.
Whatever has become of her, the fact remains that we are two comrades short on the eve of a decisive battle.
We need to find out the Traveler's location.
Mm-hmm.
But there is also other work to be done.
Agreed. Whatever Dottore planning, we have to get the local populace somewhere safe. So, as well as a rescue mission, we have to organize a mass evacuation at the same time.
It would be best if someone could approach leaders of neighboring nations and negotiate emergency asylum for Nod-Krai's inhabitants. Can anyone handle
It'll
that?
be hard to approach leaders of neighboring nations when we can't leave the
Snezhnaya
nation.
is one option. I'll see what I can do.
But we can't leave under any circumstance, right?
Easier if the Traveler is here.
Didn't you say that much?
Stop thinking like that, Paimon.
You have to send someone who wasn't part of the initial operation.
She's pretty well connected thanks to the Traveler. Maybe it'll come in handy. Either way, that's what the Traveler would do if he was here.
Let's look at that. Paimon is actually trying to be helpful. Oh, flower. Does that mean back to Columbina? Yep.
Back here again. That gravitational force that pulled me back. Is this where it came from? When I saw that memory of Moonprayer Night, I think I influenced reality. Was it just a coincidence? Or if only I could have sent the others some kind of warning on Moonprayer Night. Maybe we could have stopped Dottore. I feel so heavy. Does entering that space consume a lot of energy? Well, even so, I have to keep moving forward. Back to emptiness and silence again. I should try and find my way back inside that memory.
Alright, let's take a look-see. Look at her twirl!
The entrance from last time isn't showing up. What am I missing?
Okay, we're not missing that. Touch.
Looks like I need to gather these scattered fragments.
Can I jump? Ah, of course. I guess that's how we do this.
It worked. Hopefully I can stay inside for a bit longer this time.
Well, let's figure it out. Are we even gonna jump back into the same time? Probably not, right? Yep. Sure looks different.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
What? This
Yep.
doesn't look like Moonprayer Night.
Extra, extra! Latest issue of the Nasha Express!
I don't think I've ever been here. Maybe this space isn't comprised of my memories after all. There aren't any festive decorations around. Is this Nasha Town after Moonprayer Night ended?
I like how when you start walking, she starts levitating.
Did Dotori's plan not
And then she
affect the
pops back
town?
down.
Or is no one aware of what happened because he used the Three Moons' authority? Let me see if I can influence anyone else. So, what do we do next? Wait, that voice. Paimon?
The most important thing right now is to find that mage.
Lauma, the Traveler, and Mr. Varga are here too.
This is when she was intangible. This is even further
I'd better
back in the
go pay the
past.
F2P a visit.
Traveler!
Oh, and is this what influenced us to turn back? It wasn't because her ghost self was here, it's because her future self was here.
Columbina?
I made contact. It's me, Columbina.
Huh?
Okay, so that was also her future self, and not because we
Traveler?
miraculously sensed her ghost self there.
Let's go! This is no time to be spacing out! Huh? Wait a moment. This has happened before. This is what happened when I disappeared. I stood right over there, thinking that no one would ever find me again. It was only when he called my name that I decided to follow them.
So again, your future self kind of saved your past self there.
Did he turn around because he sensed my touch just now? Is it really possible that from in here, I can change the past?
Which itself would be a paradox, because if you hadn't followed them, you wouldn't have been saved in the first place, because you wouldn't have been around. At least... Actually, no. I think she would have been around. Well, maybe she wouldn't have stuck... Because if she didn't follow, would she have heard when we called her name and everything? And would it have had the same effect? Because if it wouldn't have had the same effect, then she shouldn't have been here to initiate this, making this like a paradoxical loop thingy.
Maybe.
Oh well.
It's that gravity again.
Back to the main troop or back to me? No, we're sticking with Columbina.
Every time I influence reality within that space, this force intervenes and pulls me back. It's as if it's trying to stop me from leaving. I'm getting weaker and weaker. I'll just have to try another approach next time. Come on, Columbina. Keep going. You have to tell everyone what happened.
Ah, now we transitioned. Oh! There goes the flower. So, main group or main character? Main character.
Suddenly, I've been plunged into darkness. Alone. It feels strange. As if something has grabbed hold of me. Is Toray now powerful enough to interfere with space itself?
Look at you, standing so still in total silence. I almost didn't recognize you. Hello there, traveler.
Ha! Look at your little moon gadget.
He seems to be in a good mood. Wait, what's that behind him?
Ah, so you noticed. This is the completed Trilune. 2 primordial moon marrows and 1 artificial specimen. You are wary of it. Good. Maintain that reverence. You performed well in that recent battle. Brave and reckless as always. Courage is the sign of a true hero. And impulsiveness is the hallmark of those who strive to advance. I say this not to belittle you. Most creatures are far more timid by comparison.
Okay, so what's your point?
3 moon marrows? Does that mean the artificial one is now complete too?
Or is this yet another fake
Well
reality
spotted.
showing me?
What do you think? For a replica I built myself, I dare say it looks the part.
Dottore, are you planting illusions in my mind?
I have no interest in fooling your eyes. On the contrary, I hope to show you the true essence of all that you see before you. Is this not a beautiful city? People live in peace and find joy in their work. The streets are safe. People can even leave their doors unlocked at night. You might say It is the Elysium everyone dreams of. All available data indicates your values and worldview conform with the mainstream. This kind of society should be quite to your taste.
Yeah,
False beauty
but
is deceitful.
exactly.
Lies are to no one's taste.
It's fake, and I don't trust anything made by Dottore. Why would I?
I wonder, is it your moral standards that are too high? Or your expectations of reality? Answer me this. If someone existed in a sweet dream from the moment they were born, a dream in which they never once felt pain, which do you think they would consider superior? The dream or the reality?
That's pure sophistry. It has nothing to do with your actions.
As I suspected.
Oh,
you have
boy.
yet to understand all of this for what it really is.
What do you want from me?
You sound impatient. Do you think the only reason I'm keeping you is because I want something from you?
I mean, you're clearly interested in
If it's
me.
not, then
So
why
you want
haven't you
information.
killed me yet? No one can stop you if you're as powerful as a god.
I'm delighted you recognize that fact. I believe we last squared off in Sumeru. Ah, the memories. How time flies. You and I have both grown. I'm not surprised that Arlecchino and Sandrone worked with you. You've always a way of slowly but surely ingratiating yourself with all levels of society.
Except with you.
People laud you as a hero, but I suspect there's more to it than that. Oh, but to be clear, I don't say that to flatter you.
Do you always give your opponent an appraisal before you deal the final blow?
Call it a long-time habit. I'm a researcher.
Wow.
And one of my duties is to give an objective assessment of my subjects. But you misunderstand. We are not opponents. Not at this moment. I just want to talk. Think back to Tartaglia, Arlecchino, Capitano, Columbina, and now even Sandrone.
Yeah?
You've worked with each of them in the past. I believe you can work with me as well.
What makes you so sure?
Well, why not? Should the good associate only with the good and the bad befriend only the bad? I like to think we could have a more mature relationship than that.
Again, your point?
Surely you don't think all your relationships are grounded in friendship or shared ideals. People come together because it benefits them to do so. If you think of the people you admire, you must surely admit that they have provided some benefit to you. Morality, ambition, dreams. People have
Why are
plenty
we
of
upside
words to
down?
embellish the nature of their relationships.
Or you're
But
upside
once
down.
you break free from those ethical frameworks, you will see that the only thing connecting the two of you is mutual benefit. And that is what I'd like to talk to you about.
We're finally getting into it. He's probably been planning to kidnap me for a long time now. But for what exactly? He has the authority of all three moons. I won't be able to gain the upper hand in a fight. Best if I pretend that I'm willing to negotiate for now. You say you're a god, but you also speak of mutual benefit. What could a god want that the three moons cannot provide?
Excellent question.
Okay.
But before I answer, I would ask you the same thing.
Oh.
Gaining Columbina's allegiance was a rare and extraordinary feat. But the Moon Marrows are now in my hands, and I have the edge over her. For this artificial moon is not being rejected by Tevat. Her identity and lineage may have been a thing of glory in the old world. But they were also shackles that prevented her from ever integrating into Tevat. I, on the other hand...
You're not answering my question!
You may view me as a thief, but I have overcome that limitation.
Again!
So what is it that the Three Moons cannot grant you? What stops you from negotiating with me to get what you want?
But you also tell me what you want.
I don't make deals with lying psychopaths.
That's quite an accusation. Are you expecting me to get angry with you? Well, this is one aspect in which my personal growth has served me well. In the past, my less mature self might have been disappointed, perhaps even angry, over a small setback like this. Like when you and Lesser Lord Kusanali joined forces to oppose me, for example.
Well...
But things are different now.
You sucked back then,
Just
and
as
you still
the
do
rich
now.
do not quibble with the poor, I no longer find myself perturbed by these trivial affairs. Human relationships end with conflicts of emotions and interests. But relations between humans and gods are different. And ours is even more unique. I have ascended to the highest heights and laid claim to unprecedented horizons. And you are no ordinary person to begin with.
Also, welcome back, Bones. Oh! What? How dare you make me sit down? And then stand up, and then sit back down. How dare you? Also, I guess we can also walk on water now.
Stand, walk, jump, sit, and lie down. These are the most common of behaviors.
Where are we going?
Have you ever wondered why we were born following such laws? Who stipulated that we could not fly instead of walk?
Well, okay then. I'm still walking, I'm just walking on air now. As you can clearly see, I'm still doing walking motions, Dottore. Get over here. Dottore! Die! Die already!
Someone of your talent and experience must surely know of the 4 great rulers who serve the heavenly principles. They govern life, death, time, and space. One wounded by a blade will die from blood loss or infection, and one who falls into a lake will drown in agony. The elderly wallow in solitude, and the solitary age faster. Eventually, new life is born, only to embark on the same path of suffering. These 4 divisions anchor the world and shackle those who live in it. But they themselves transcend its boundaries, squandering the power bestowed by the heavens. All who live yearn for equality, but unless the gods prostrate themselves and profess that they are mere servants of the living, equality can never exist.
So what, you're saying you're willing to achieve equality for
makes the
all?
rules?
You who is a god.
Who has the right to restrict us?
Made himself a god and then has the gall to say, I just want equality for everyone.
The limits of the body can be rejected.
And then you fight. Oh. Oh. I just get infinite power by pressing one button.
How does it feel to be among those with absolute power?
Okay, sure, just give me the insta-kill button, why don't you? Can I use that on you?
You cannot conceive the extent to which your flesh hinders your mind and spirit.
What? Hey, now we actually fly.
Only by discarding
shouting
our
Ultra
useless,
Beasts, essentially.
primitive eyes can we perceive a new world. How narrow-minded we all were in the past. Why should the final answer of the world not be the power that predates those of life, death, time, and space? The power of the Triloon.
Where are we going?
Through it, I have glimpsed new experimental possibilities. Nature suppressed, authority exiled, souls controlled. You know, I heard recently that a group of critics reviewed countless stories and drew an interesting conclusion. They found that it is more often than not the villains who strive tirelessly to push the boundaries of progress.
Hold my beer. He was like, God complex? What if I could actually, though? What if I actually could?
In fact, long before this,
and then he did.
Someone voiced a similar idea in an academia editorial. I felt a great affinity with this perspective. I have never been afraid to step up and play the role of the villain. Fanatics are trampled down for their transgressions, and those who transcend are rebuked for their audacity. And so, the majority of creatures are too timid to follow my lead. But all sacrifices made during my experiments have been worthwhile.
I've killed gods before,
I can offer
but
you
not proper
new,
like
something unique.
But not a proper high-tier god like him. Like, again, taking on one of the gods of the Seven Nations is one thing, but this dude is now wielding the primordial powers that basically govern the rules of reality itself. This is next level god tier. He has surpassed all the gods in the all the gods of Tevat. And that's worrying.
We are eternally bound through mutual interest. Can you truly say you would never turn to malice if it could give you the life you dream of? After all, what value do perfection and purity really have? They are fragile and feeble things, utterly tedious. I say, better to be governed by a flawed humanity than a gnosis. The true seeker of knowledge is the villain who undergoes countless tribulations in pursuit of their goal. I'm sure many people have told you that you're different.
Because I'm a descender?
Exactly. Very clever.
But what has that got to do with you?
Yeah, back to the question of what do you want from me?
I do not conceal my wicked deeds, my selfish desires, or my greed. A true researcher must act as I do if they are to understand and speak of the truth. And yet, a knowledge seeker like myself will inevitably grow tired of studying Tevat beyond a point. You have traveled to all corners of the world and met many people. Along the way, there have been moments when you were misunderstood or even became a wanted criminal. And all the while, you have spent your days doing some of the most mundane jobs in the world.
I have become a criminal in most nations at some point, in fact.
Fight and toil. Claim minuscule rewards from my friend Pantalone, then you fight some more, winning some battles and losing others as your search goes on. And this cycle continues, with no end in sight. Surely you must sometimes grow weary of being stuck in this same loop day after day.
We're completely different. I embrace everything that life throws at me. I am engaged in every step of my journey.
How does that make us different? I too embrace what life brings, researching everything that interests me. Think of all the novel things I've managed to create, like the artificial moon marrow. Don't you see? As unique a specimen as she was, even Columbina is not irreplaceable.
Oh wow, now you're calling people replaceable.
Take that back.
How lovely.
She's gone because of your actions.
I didn't say that to anger you. Though admittedly, I don't see what there is to be angry about. Anything Columbina could do for you, I can do better. I know what your ultimate goal is. You wish to walk the path your sister walked, and seek answers from her at the end of that journey, don't you?
Someone like you could never understand what it feels like to care about another person the way I care about her.
Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean I can't help. I could find your sister right now, bring her before you, and make her give you the answers you seek.
How about
Don't be
no?
so presumptuous. You'll never begin to understand the situation between us.
Oh, no. This is no presumption. I'm only offering what I know is possible with the power of the Trilune. But it seems like you would sooner continue with your journey through this world.
Fist meme, yes.
Why?
Exactly.
Do you truly desire this journey? Or is it simply a necessary process from which you cannot escape? Think of all the time and energy you have spent, everything you've had to endure just to make it this far. Is this really what you want? Or has your hand been forced by the promise of that final answer? Yes, you have made many friends. But do they ever spare a thought for the void in your heart and what it yearns for? What you want is not friends. It is family. But do they know this? I, on the other hand, am
Personal
far
space,
more
buddy.
considerate. Join my experiment, and in return, I will bring your meaningless journey and all its struggles to an end.
This is a malicious attempt to manipulate me. But at the same time, he's stating some very human truths. Of course he's right about my predicament. How can I deny it? I have faced ungrateful strangers, never-ending troubles, an endless quest for answers.
Yeah.
I want to see her. After everything I've been through, words can't describe how much I miss her. How much I want to be reunited with her, wherever you are right now. Do you miss me too?
I don't think she would appreciate it, however, if we forced her to come here by utilizing the power of this crazed god.
All right, everyone. Our next mission is clear. We need to contact all the major organizations, explain the situation to the public, and then begin the evacuation.
The residents of Nod-Krai are quite dispersed. The two most populated areas are the Southern Isles and Pyramida. Miss Lauma, I will leave Hisi Island and Nasha Town in your hands. I will liaise with the Fatui and Pyramida.
Agreed.
Alright.
We will reach out to Natlan and Snezhnaya. Anyone found north of the Experimental Design Bureau should follow the Fatui to Snezhnaya. As for those dwelling south of that line, I will ask the Voynich Guild to help persuade them to leave. Then I, Mr. Varka, and the Frostmoon Scions will escort them to Natlan.
The Voynich Guild has dealings with the Curatorium of Secrets. I will send them a letter vouching for your credibility. Yehoda.
Alright,
you
the big
should help
escape is
Lauma.
happening.
This is too big of a task for one person.
My wish has come true. You're willingly lending me your most capable employee for the day.
Well, good for you if all this only takes a day. Of course, if it takes any longer, I'll be charging a fee.
Boss, wait! Don't I get a say in this?
Oh, I'm sorry. Something to add, Yehoda?
Well, no one's more important to me than you, boss. And remember how Lauma healed your eyes after that big battle? I think that's worth at least 2 or 3 days' work for the Frostmoon Scions.
Are you completely incapable of acting in your own self-interest? Or do you simply devalue your own labor?
I'd go with both.
Are you sure you don't want to come with us?
Who will see to our other work if we're all busy evacuating residents? Sandrone insists that Columbina is still alive, and we have a traveler to rescue. There's much to be done.
But boss, I'm just worried that...
Well, Nefer,
Just move.
I'll link up with you once my tasks are complete.
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters, I think you'll be better off with me present.
That's quite enough. Just focus on your work first.
I bet we're in for an uphill battle here. But we can help out too. Inefa and I are gonna help Nasha Town's residents carry their stuff.
Loading schedule. Store essential local research data and technology samples, then escort the people to Natlan. Understood. I will execute this to the best of my abilities.
Great stuff. Thank you, ladies.
And
I've
Varka will
contacted the
continue doing
Lightkeepers.
nothing.
A colleague of mine will join us shortly. I will persuade them to conduct a thorough search of the region to ensure that no civilians get left behind.
As for me, I guess I'll be making an early return to Sumeru. I think it's important that someone informs the Dendro Archon of what's going on in Nod-Krai.
Roger that. Someone should inform Mondstadt, too. Mr. Durin, can I trust you to handle that? I think you fly faster than any of us can run. As an added incentive, get there fast enough and I'll see about getting your gliding exam waived.
Really? Ha! Mission accepted, sir.
I intend to stay behind and help Miss Androne with her research.
Alright, fair enough. Albedo is the smart one.
Questions that she'd like me to explore.
She recognizes your expertise, then. I wish you a fruitful collaboration.
Thank you. In truth, I was surprised to hear her express an interest in subject matter outside of machines.
I believe she has been investigating some Fontanian technology recently. She made a point of bringing the relevant materials with her when she left the Experimental Design Bureau. She's sorting through everything in her room as we speak.
I should mention that we have one other friend who isn't present. He hasn't made his position in all of this clear. But if we know anything about him, he's likely investigating on his own.
Paimon's been very quiet today. But I know how close she and the Traveler are with the Natlanese. She should come with us to the border.
Okay. Paimon will do her best.
Make sure to heed Sandrone's warning. Many of us have been cursed by Dottore.
Yep,
As
don't
such,
leave the borders.
Under no circumstances should anyone cross national borders. Remain within Nod-Krai. That aside, personally I have faith in Columbina. Things look grim, sure, but who knows how it'll play out. Same goes for rescuing the Traveler. Both of them are important allies and friends. We'll be counting on you to gather intel on them, Miss Nefer.
Oh, wonderful. You're all here.
And here's even more backup.
That voice again. Nicole? Whoa, that was loud. And it came out of nowhere. So mysterious.
Sorry, this is the only way I can speak to you all right now. Please accept my apology. Anyway, time is short. I'll cut to the chase. We're still facing quite a catastrophe here at the world's borders. Alice has roped in every Hexenzirkel member she can get a hold of.
Okay.
Except for me.
Full support.
She told me I had to come and help you all out as a matter of urgency. I quote, "You love talking, don't you? Well, now it's finally your time to shine. Take these. Make sure the whole party gets one each. You'll be in charge of making sure everyone stays connected."
Oh, that one's special. That one has wings.
Is this a Dodo communication device?
Scanning. Unknown device. Analyzing. Unknown device. Conclusion. Cute. Affirmative.
We take those.
It is cute and good. I believe that I quite like it.
This is no ordinary Dodo communication device. It's my very own special modified version, specifically... sorry. I almost went off on another tangent there. Anyway, help yourselves. It will allow us to communicate over long distances within Nod-Krai. No more worrying about shuttling messages back and forth.
That will be pretty useful.
Technology. Am I right in assuming that it relies on your personal abilities to function, Miss Nicole?
Yes, exactly. Right on cue, Albedo. I'd love to brag to you all about how it all works. But no, next time.
Yeah, we kind of have stuff to do
I'll be
here.
right with you all, serving as a communication hub. That's all from me. Head off as soon as you're ready. I'll be staying here to keep watch, and I'll be sending you my blessings.
Oh, we get another overview. Contact the Lightkeepers. Let's go. Well, you seem kind of
Sir
important.
Flint. Perfect timing. I just arrived myself. You are most considerate, Master Ilua. But in fact, I know you have been sitting here for quite some time.
If you saw me, why didn't you say something?
And you have a vision.
I was curious to see how long you could sit still for. Also, shouldn't you have managed to sense me approaching?
That would be a first. You always seem to appear out of thin air without making a peep. Also, how many times do I have to tell you not to address me as master? I don't qualify.
I beg to differ. Why should a young man so well versed in social graces as yourself not be worthy of that title?
Please, Lord Flint's... Sir Flint's. I'm begging you.
Don't flatter me into complacency like you do with everyone else.
I feel
You
like they should
understand me better than
move this
most.
conversation along a bit.
My newest acquaintances tell me I love complimenting others. What do you think?
I think they don't understand why you do it. You just love puffing people up till they're a big, happy ball of hot air that floats away into the sky.
In all sincerity, I can only hope that they bring good tidings when they come back down to Earth.
Is the situation that bad?
We just held a strategy meeting. Let me fill you in.
Yep, this is what you're here for, not this little banter.
In short, we need everyone gone from Pyramida. We also need a team of Lightkeepers to scour the more remote regions of Nod-Krai for civilians to evacuate.
I only hope we have enough personnel.
We do. Old Man Nikita will definitely help, and we can recall anyone out on patrol to focus on this instead.
Good. I'm sure you and the others will make short work of this. Now, don't forget, once you've completed this task, make sure you and the rest of the team evacuate to either Snezhnaya or Natlan as well.
Flint?
If you've got something to say, Master Ilua.
I guess he's asking whether or not Flint is going.
You mentioned that you have something else to deal with later. How difficult is it going to be?
I doubt it will be easy.
I know you're a Lightkeeper, and it's your duty to protect others in times of crisis. But I have a feeling that you'll be walking into grave danger. However bad things have gotten in the past, Nod-Krai has never faced a mass evacuation before. But from the sounds of it, you don't intend to come with us.
Yeah, because if he leaves, you might die anyway.
And it's probably none of my business. But whatever it is you're intending, you don't have to go through with it, you know.
Oh, but he kind of
I've
does.
been afflicted with some sort of curse, and I'm told it may well trigger if I set foot outside of Nod-Krai. As such, I cannot leave. I have to act, if for no other reason than to fight this curse.
What? No. Why? Why would anyone want to curse you?
See, there's this
there are
asshole
plenty of people
who's
out
a
there willing
scientist,
to trample over
doctor
others in
kind of
pursuit
dude.
of their own goals.
And he's kind of delusional.
Frankly, Sir Flint, I am furious. You're making light of what is an incredibly serious situation.
Indeed, I am. And?
And what? I told you, I'm furious about this.
Nothing I can do about it, I'm afraid. Things happen, and we just have to deal with them. If you find yourself feeling angry, perhaps start by drinking a big glass of water.
Hey, you mean you're completely unmoved by my anger? I'm devastated.
Then allow me to express my sincerest regret. Come by the lighthouse sometime. We'll catch ourselves a few fish. Have a little barbecue.
That is assuming everyone
Play
survives.
some cards and bask in the sun.
Don't raise your
Maybe
death flags
I
now,
need to spell this
Flint.
out. Lean in a little, Flint.
Not like you can die because you're a
Oh
playable
my.
character.
This doesn't bode well.
Word is that you were caught up in a real horror show recently. People were amazed that you returned safe and sound. They've been debating whether you're even human.
I've returned safe and sound from plenty of crises. When you say people, do you mean other people? Or do you just mean you?
Fine. I'll be frank.
Oh!
You're not
The reveal.
human, are you?
Is he gonna tell it? Is he gonna say it? Is he gonna speak the truth?
Heavens. Now that's a horrifying thought.
You know what? Forget it. We'll revisit this once it's all over.
And we'll see whether or not Flint will be
A
truthful
sound
about
plan.
it.
Albeit a little ominous sounding.
Just promise me you'll come back in one piece. All right?
For you, Master Ilua. How could I refuse? Also, please pass my regards on to our colleagues. Tell them, thank you all for your assistance. Please put safety first as you proceed with the operation.
Alright, who's next? Oh, are we going back to Columbina again? Okay.
I have to keep searching for a path toward reality.
Do the thing. Touch.
This should do it.
Alright.
The last 2 times I tried to influence reality in this space, it consumed a lot of Kuvaki.
Which point in the past will we end up this time?
I need to leave key clues behind using less power. I hope everyone still remembers what I said on Moon Prayer Night.
Which point in the past will it be? Let's find out. Touch. Yes.
Nothing here either. Flints?
Ah, Miss Nefer.
What are you doing here? Unless...
I just spoke with Itlua about arrangements for the search and came for a walk nearby.
Interesting. This is definitely something we haven't seen yet.
As for you, why would... Huh. It appears
Also, hi, Hoodie.
we think along similar lines. And neither of us likes to accept things at face value.
There will be failed 50-50s and
As
rumors
well
of
as
failed
figuring out
50-50s.
how
Even
to
if I
gather
fail the
intel on the
50-50, I will
Traveler.
still
I wanted to confirm
still
some
get
of my own
Columbina.
suspicions.
I should have enough currency to pull for her again, even if I fail
Also,
the 50-50.
We'll need to bring a lot of force to bear against Dottore, even if we're only looking to rescue the Traveler. We can't leave anything to chance.
Oh. This must be very recent
you don't
then.
think Columbina perished either, do you?
I'm merely
Wait,
considering
this is
the
present.
possibility
This
that she
isn't
survived,
past.
just as you are.
Is Columbina
How
interacting
much
with
can we
this, or
really
did we
know
cut
about
away
a
from where
deity like
Columbina
her
was
anyway?
going?
Do you remember what she said on Moon Prayer Night? About using moonlight to send messages to us?
Of course. I think that's why we're both here.
Where have you checked so far?
I've been focusing on the outdoors. Anywhere the moonlight shines. I checked most of Nasha Town, but didn't find anything.
I checked the Curatorium of Secrets, and a few rooms where I thought I might find some leads. But no luck here either. The only places I haven't looked yet are the rooms in the flagship. But process of elimination isn't the only thing that brought me here.
Oh, really? What's your other reason?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once!
Oh no, he's coming from indoors.
Am I imagining things?
A noise is coming from indoors.
Come on, let's see what's going on.
Oh no. I knocked over a vase as soon as I came in. It must have been caused by a Kuvaki fluctuation when I entered the space. Although...
So she is
it
here.
seems like I'm not about to be pulled away this time. It looks like as long as I'm careful with my actions, it doesn't count as influencing reality. Anyway, is this the flagship? The Traveler mentioned that's where he was staying. I only went into the lobby last time, so I've never actually been here before. How does this space work? If nothing else, I can now be sure that it is not simply memory. He mentioned where his room was. I think it's... this one.
Just casually strolls into my room? Sure, why not? Do whatever you feel like, Columbina, I guess. Just because I can't perceive you.
The door is closed. But if this is anything like when I disappeared, then maybe...
Yep, she'll just walk right on through.
I'm in.
completely missing the fact that there's people behind her.
I hope he's okay. I wonder what happened to him after that battle with Dottore.
Captured.
Best not to dwell on that for now. I need to try and leave them some clues. Please, Traveler. I really hope you find this.
Well, I won't find this because I am captured. And they'll think it's a cat.
Just a cat.
Nothing else here strikes me as noteworthy.
Didn't you stay here for a couple of nights once?
Before Rerir showed himself, yes. It's also where the Traveler and I first met.
Did you notice anything unusual during your stay?
I remember thinking how much noisier the flagship is at night compared to the graveyard. Other than that, no. The Traveler and Paimon were most congenial neighbors.
This is where they've been staying, yes? Over here?
That's right.
Come on, go wait and see Columbina's message.
I wouldn't condone breaking and entering, but we can make it up to them later.
Focus now. I have to write a message on the wall using Kuvaki, just like I said on Moon Prayer Night. Simply open your windows on nights when the moon shines bright, and the moonlight will naturally flow towards the words I have written. Here goes. I'll need to carefully control my strength.
Hold to maintain the power in the targeted area. As I write, what do I need to hold? It just says hold. Hold what? Space? No. Oh, over here. Behind my big head. Oh. There we go. She did the thing.
There's a noise outside the door. Is he back?
No, I'm not back because I'm still captured.
Please, you have to see these words.
Well, do you sense anything?
Unfortunately, no.
And this place was our last chance.
Not necessarily.
Actually blind?
We've only looked in Nasha Town so far. Miss Columbina said she would leave messages at her friends' dwellings. It's still worth checking where Miss Lauma lives and where I live.
Let's try and make some time to look into those then.
They barely looked around.
Wait.
What are you waiting for?
Oh, Paimon might have overeaten slightly. What's that look for? This is a victory feast. It's normal to eat a little more than usual.
This clever cat. So the vase was knocked over by just a cat, and the first time we heard the sound, that was Columbina. So she did go to the past and not the present.
And Paimon.
But
It's really
even by those accounts, the message should still be there in the present if she wrote it in the past.
Why are they talking about a victory feast?
Huh. You worried Paimon sick while you were out there fighting Rerir. So this is your chance to make it up to her, alright?
Wait. So this is the night after the battle against Rerir. How did I end up here? That's quite a long time ago now. Wait. Time. That's it. Every time I've entered reality within this space, it's been at an earlier point in time. Every one of those points has been before I fell into the moon's reflection. And everything I've done to affect reality really did happen in the past. Does this mean that within the moon's reflection, time flows backwards? Starting from the moment I fell in?
Not long till Moonprayer night now. It's gonna be even livelier than tonight. Although, it's gonna be sad saying goodbye to the Danzelette. She seems like a really nice person.
Paimon. No, I can't. Even if I make contact, they probably won't understand what's going on. And in any case, I'll likely get pulled away again if I do. Instead, I have to find a way to get them to notice what I've written using the moonlight. Wait. Even I hadn't thought of doing that before Moonprayer night. They'd never conceive of that possibility.
Yep. You'll just have to rely on the fact that
truly no other way?
that someone in the future notices.
Don't lose heart. We'll find a way somehow.
Huh?
Oh, you say that, but the Frost Moon is beyond the fall sky. If we wanted to go visit her, how would we make it through to the other side?
We might not have all the answers now, but I'm sure we'll find a way one day.
Huh. Guess someone's gotta be the optimist.
The present. The future. That's right. There are still things I can do.
What's your plan?
Flins, when you were staying next door, did you ever open the window?
No. The rooms here are dark and damp. And there's such a buildup of dust on the windows that the moonlight can't even get in. I didn't think it was worth the trouble.
The moonlight?
Ah, I think I see where you're going. One moment. I'll see if the owner is available.
Don't bother. Time is of the essence.
Time. Even if no one sees what I've written at this moment, maybe someone will remember what I said after Moonprayer night. I need to write down as much information as I can. And maybe one day...
Huh? What's up with you? You can't even hold your cup steady. Are you getting tired?
A little.
Well, you should probably hit the hay then. You've had a really tough couple of days for you.
But why yeet? Why did she have to yeet? Just to let the moonlight in? It is a shame. You could have just, you know... There must have been some way to open the window and get rid of the dust and everything. But no, you had to yeet.
You helped defeat Rerir, helped me reclaim my name, and you helped the others organize Moonprayer Night. Wherever you are right now, I'm sure you're still fighting against the injustices of fate. This is all I can leave for them. How I wish I could stay here, but it's time for me to go. I hope to see you again in the next time, and if the opportunity presents itself.
I will surely return to your side.
I guess she found the message. Okay, that is a lot of text.
Columbina. She's alive.
Not only that, but she's left us an entire wall's worth of clues. She even wrote down what would happen on Moonprayer Night. It's just a shame we found it too late.
I am here. Time in this place flows backwards. I am constantly moving forward.
It sounds like she's found a way to influence the past using Kuvaki, but her future is our past.
So, these words have been here ever since we defeated the Ray Hero Solnari. We just never discovered them.
Shame.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Do you ever mull over questions like that?
Only when I'm in a good mood, and at leisure.
Well, I never do. Everything that has happened already belongs to the realm of fact. As a business person, and especially an intel broker, what I do is extrapolate from those facts to try and read the future.
An admirable philosophy.
It's a means of survival. Let's go. We have a wall's worth of clues to share with the others.
Right. Okay. To the next group, the research team. It seems research is going
appears
well.
that the doctor's energy signature has changed to something similar to Kuvaki, but not like the Kuvaki we're used to. Nod-Krai's Kuvaki devices will only have a limited effect on it. I can see why you've chosen to place your hopes in alchemy instead. Also, I must say these books are rather profound.
My subordinates just shipped them in from Fontaine. Some of them are from the Narcissenkreuz Ordo. Some are incident reports from Petrichor, and then there's a few test reports for these junk machines. Additionally, after some further scanning, I've discovered something extremely annoying.
That being?
Tevat's skies contain multiple moons. A long time ago, when I did my first scan, I detected 3. Just as the legends say. But when I checked again just now, I detected 4 moons.
So there's one extra?
Yeah. Originally, I thought that
Interesting.
if I could still find 3 moons, that would at least mean Columbina's still alive. But then it occurred to me that apart from the frost moon, Tevat's moons are just husks. And husks surely shouldn't show up in the scan, since they're not alive. It's
So what does
weird,
that
isn't
imply?
it? If we can't even distinguish between a dead and a living moon, how are we supposed to know whether a moon goddess is still alive? Or does this mean that the moon marrows are equivalent to the moons themselves?
It's certainly possible. In which case, the 4th moon you detected may be Dottores' artificial creation.
So
That
he
makes
wasn't
sense.
bluffing. He really built his own moon marrow. Ugh, I'm so mad right now.
It's easy to get overwhelmed when you have too much on your plate. Maybe you need to relax. Perhaps try going for a walk. Or simply take a few deep breaths.
Nothing can calm me down at a time like this. I need more time, and I need progress.
Well, there's our call.
It's Mr. Flynn's.
I really hate that ringing tone. Ugh.
That says ringing
First the 4
noise.
orthants of the Narcissenkreuz, then moon marrows. Now what?
Oh, sorry if we're disturbing you. Might I ask what's troubling you?
What do you want? We're busy.
Are you still at the Curatorium of Secrets?
Yeah. Look, everyone else is still out, so there's no hurry. Plus, I'm busy, so I would appreciate if you gave me some space.
No.
Even though we have crucial intel to share?
Fine, I'm listening.
Do you intend to share it via the Dodo communication device?
Ordinarily, I would, but this is a unique situation. I think it's best that we discuss it in person. See you at the Curatorium.
Alright. Everyone's gathering once again, or just... No, it's just those 4.
So, what's the situation?
The rest of the team is still out working on their missions and evacuations. But we've decided to fill you in on the most crucial information first.
Sandrone, you were right. Columbina is most likely still alive.
That's
But
the
someone's
best news
happy.
we've received in a while. By a long way.
Someone's happy. Certainly seems like she cares a lot
Random
about her
locations.
colleague.
Appearing in reverse order? Are you serious? So not dying isn't enough for the moon goddess, huh? She has to show off too. Anyway, does this mean we can deduce her condition from the moon marrows?
Miss Sandrone, there's nothing wrong with simply admitting that you're happy to hear the good news.
I'm not. And she's the least of our problems. We're facing a huge crisis. If she can't control the flow of time in there, she's just gonna keep moving backwards. Different points in time won't intersect, and she'll never find a way out.
Let's say life begins with a drop of water. When did time begin? The moment this planet came into being?
I think she'll go back all the way?
No, that's not right. Her final destination would be the moment at which the space she is in was created.
But it doesn't seem like we can influence that space from the outside world. So how can we help her? Also, if she's alive, Rerir and Thalindis might be too. But as far as we know, neither of them have come back out. That space may not have an exit at all.
I'm afraid I must concur with Miss Nefer in this.
Can't exactly argue with that. Let's leave it there for now. I've taken notes on everything you said.
Will it help with your research?
I doubt it's gonna help with breaking Dotori's energy fields. But who knows when it might come in handy. Better to have it all written down than try to remember everything when I need it. Alright, I need to get back to my research. Mr. Albedo has made a lot of suggestions that will require my undivided attention.
Sure, I'll stay here. I have things to work on.
Alright, I guess... Is that it? Are we cutting to the next group? No? We're gonna keep sticking with Nefer.
Are you there? Oh, right. She went with Varka to Natlan, didn't she? Good thing we've moved her and the Traveler's luggage in here. Speaking of the Traveler, where could they be? There's a note from Paimon.
Paimon here. Not in at the moment, but if anyone needs to borrow her stuff or the Travelers, go ahead and help yourself. Paimon won't be mad. Also, Traveler, if you get back before Paimon, make sure to get some rest. Paimon misses you a lot, but put your health first, alright?
That's some good emergency food.
How sweet. Well, since you offered, Paimon, don't mind if I do. This is the Traveler and Paimon's luggage. All the items they use day to day are here. It's well organized. I wonder which of them is responsible for that. What do we have here?
Among the daily necessities, there's a photo.
The camera captured a special moment that can only occur between people who are close to one another. You can really sense how the photographer feels about their subject. I wonder why this picture was placed outside. Is it because Paimon recently looked at it?
There's also a thick adventure handbook in there, a record of codes, achievements, and memories in Teyvat.
This must belong to the Traveler. Perfect. I'll use this. Hang in there. We'll find you.
Oh! No!
Colonia. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books.
Okay, not the kind of playable character I was expecting. Scan. Ancient notes, though it's a shame we'll have to miss it. I was looking forward to Coppelius' new work. Ever since I was a child. He was a child, he's always been incredibly talented. Out of consideration for everyone's safety, it's been decided the Institute shall close, driven by the energy and vigor of the youth. The young ones are clamoring to go out and do battle. I hope someday they will understand the importance of prioritizing post-disaster reconstruction over marching off to die. I fear that it shan't be long before we must depart. We've chosen a good piece of land near the Fontaine, near the Fontaine of Lucine as the post-relocation site. They even say they want to use the land to build an opera house. They'd sooner set faces of flame with shame and laughter. To think that anyone could be so comical. We're going to pay our respects to Basil's grave. I hope it all turns out like Emmanuel said. However, it's the Institute's responsibility to support gifted and talented youth. Met with the newly appointed Udex. He has a peculiar temperament, seems much more reliable than Leon and those other clowns. If all goes well, it has the potential to completely revolutionize our understanding of Clockwork Mecha. The proposed methodology and plan are reliable, worth paying more attention. The results of early phases have been satisfactory. We will increase our investment. Carter's leave requests have been increasing in frequency. Better have someone keep an eye on him. He may be having financial difficulties, not like it's possible for it to be a family matter. After some consideration, I've decided to enroll them and temporarily assign them to the same lab. However, I'm concerned about the impact of their joining after Elaine and the mental state of others. must keep careful watch. Still unconscious during the visit, so couldn't speak. Decided to take a blood sample and see if there's a cure or a way to mitigate it. Although the proposed research plan is expected to face challenges in obtaining recognition, I believe it holds significant practical value, so it justifies approval. Toxins remain in the soil and water have not yet been fully neutralized. The water is producing deformed oceanids, and in a way, this could be a reflection of the previous events. It only just learned that these are Carl's adopted children. It's a shame the Narzissenkreuz Institute no longer exists. This could be the biggest breakthrough in a century. It will change all society. The report mentioned abnormal movements. I'll have to find a chance to talk to Emmanuel about it. Keyword not located. Scan. Ancient log. My signed assistant doesn't seem very reliable. Unlikely that the power sources of the war machines can be used at the moment. Course far too dangerous. I'll get them to seek out other such mysterious machines. No progress worth reporting today. Went out with Anne under my adoptive father's watchful eye to seek inspiration at sites where battles took place. Ran into Renee and Jacob. The assistant doesn't seem reliable, caused some accidents, just another obstacle to overcome. This kind of machine seems to take arbitrary external forms. Quite interesting. Research will focus on power source. Research Prime Energy Machines. Assistant took the day off, asked Anne for help, recommended Renee and Jacob to the director of the institute. Research Prime Energy Machines. Assistant took the day off, asked Anne for help, suggested she join the institute, but she wasn't interested. Research Prime Energy Machines. The assistant still isn't back. I'll go pay a visit. Found Renee and Jacob's adoptive father with my own adoptive father's help. The supplementary Prime Energy Machines have arrived. Should be able to make progress now. Assistant seems to be in good spirits. Probably just a minor illness. Research Primogems Machines. Renee and Jacob joined the institute. They've been assigned to my project. Field research today. Interesting machine statue. Research Prime Energy Machines, Research Prime Energy Genes. My adoptive father visited, but I was too busy to host him and scolded me. I'll remember to apologize next time I see him. Research Prime Energy Machines. Assistant took the day off. On the threshold of a major breakthrough. Assistant took the day off. Too busy to visit and scolded me. I'll go tomorrow. On the threshold of a major breakthrough. Forgot about the visit. I'm sorry. Will invite everyone to go with me. Took the day off. Assistant took the day off. Went to visit. An idea. A virtual neural network based on a vast quantity of thinking units instead of logic trees. Cameras. Research Prime Energy Machines. Assistant took the day off. Research Prime Energy Machines. Assistant took the day off. Research Prime Energy Machines. Renee and Jacob went to begin conducting their own research today. Assistant took the day off. A breakthrough. Patent application process is too annoying. Forget it. Assistant's condition seems alright. Still a little worried. Considering the gap in medical technology, advised assistant to go to Sumeru. Took the day off. Researching machine kinematics next. Must make a materialist. Visit. They said a bigger lab has been prepared for the kinematics experiment, but I decided not to move for now. Visit. Been urged to move the lab several times, but if the lab is moved, my assistant might not be able to find it. A pain. Visit. Moved my lab. Keyword not located. Okay, next book concerning the apocalypse. In light of a formal and rigorous proof outlined above, I believe that the correct term for this situation is Fortuna. It is an ancient Remurian technology, a wisdom unparalleled. I never imagined that Remurian ideas would be so similar to the computation graph that I have named the world formula. This is strong evidence. Human civilization is bound to lose its potential amid ongoing exploration and evolution. Humanity's decline is, in truth, unfolding at this very moment. To put it bluntly, ladies and gentlemen, the apocalypse draws near. This is not the hallucinatory babbling of some wandering monk from Sumeru. Rather, it is the logical deduction grounded in reason and natural philosophy. Please take a look at this diagram. Beneath the most hidden of the all hidden, the number of cycles, that is the number of higher particles, can now only be 4. No new world cycle can be generated through reconciliation. In other words, the end of this current samsara is the end of infinite light. The sparks of civilization are all but extinguished unless we begin to consider introducing variables beyond the existing system. After all, the world is itself the external manifestation of a dream, and therefore, keyword world formula located. Here you go.
Let's see. one is on Tonki's sermon dictation concerning the apocalypse. I believe that the correct term for this is Fortuna.
Oh, great. So she's going to read it
This was
out
an
loud
ancient
now anyway.
Lemurian technology, a wisdom unparalleled.
Why did I even
never
bother
imagined
reading it
that
myself?
Lemurian ideas would be so similar to the diagram I have named, the world formula. This is strong evidence that human civilization should gradually shed possibilities as it continues to explore and evolve. The end of humankind may well be upon us right now.
Dormuse!
The sparks of civilization
Thank you for the
shall
raid.
run out,
How was your
unless we
stream? How are you
consider
doing?
introducing variables from outside the system.
Hope you're well. Thank you so
Variables.
much for raiding.
Surely that can only mean one thing. Descenders? Dottore likely captured the Traveler because of his Descender status. But the Three Moons' authority comes from the world itself. Why would Dottore need anything beyond that? Where does this variable factor in? The world formula calculates the fate of an entire world. Introducing a variable would therefore give us...
Do I need to fetch another book for you? I assume I do. I'll get moving.
Polonia, search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books.
On it. Oh, great. That's on this side. Beat a boss? Nice. Very nice. Oh god, there's gonna be so much to check out. Ancient log. Following Guillotine's instructions, the research went well. We've created a clockwork mecha that can release energy. To be honest, we no longer need to call it a clockwork machine, as it doesn't rely on elastic potential. It'll be compelling to see what results he achieves next in kinematics. There's no way old-fashioned clockwork mecha can withstand such power output. Even young geniuses must stumble now and then. The thought of using this sort of unstable energy source is impressive, though we have long observed these unique energies in Fontaine's atmosphere, water, and organisms. It has always been regarded as a latent threat rather than potential resource. Aren't there a few young geniuses too many nowadays? The director is pleased, sure, but won't someone spare a thought for us ordinary people? I mean, not all of us are as simple-minded as Sherbius. It received a very high rating. If the patent were to be granted, the potential financial gain would be considerable. However, I decided to decline the opportunity because the machine was practically all Guillotine's work, and I can take no credit there. My family was quite angry about it, but as an engineer, one must have at least a little dignity and self-awareness. Still making improvements, and output efficiency has increased. Seems to have been specially recruited. That's good. Had he continued that line of research, who knows what horrors he might have unleashed. At this stage, we may have to pull out. The director says everyone will be given position and research resources after reconstruction, but I'm afraid if it were me, I would use this as an excuse for a major shakeup. People like me won't get recalled anyway. Never mind. I've been pretty happy these past few days. I guess I'll consider it my retirement. I'll go to the city and open a small workshop, repairing watches for folks, cameras too. Right, I'll see if I can make a waterproof clock. With the way things are going, I might make a killing in the future. Keyword not located. Next. How goes Genshin? Oh, it's going. We're in a very long segment that I can't pause in. I'm not sure how much longer it'll go. We're past the 3-hour mark now, and I am now worried that the segment lasts like another hour at this point. And I literally cannot exit out of the game. I mean, I could exit out of the game, but I wouldn't be able to do anything anymore. And I'm not happy about that right now. Anyway, it comes down to it, our research directors are different, so I applied for a new research lab with the director, but there's nothing for it anyway. Elaine is incredibly intelligent, but he only trusts himself, and doesn't trust our observations or accomplishments unless he reaches the same conclusions through his own calculations. Well, it's okay, since Elaine is making the world a better place in his own way. I trust him, because this is the world that Anne lives in. Even though the Institute is full of people, I don't have many friends besides Carter. It feels like everyone kinda dislikes us. Renee managed to acquire something powerful to research. Apparently these appeared after the disaster and are very dangerous for most people, but I feel okay. Maybe my constitution really has gotten a lot better. I helped Renee out. When I visited him, I found out that he also attended Narzissenkreuz Institute. We didn't tell him about the vice director abandoning us, or it would have made him sad. If only we could have helped him just like I was helped. After discussing it with Renee, he finally agreed to give it a try. He said, it's dangerous, everything needs to be made clear to Carter, and he must make the judgment himself as it concerns his own life, but if it's successful, then he'll survive just like I did. Keyword not located. About the Golden Troop. Comparative studies have been conducted on the surviving ruins of ancient order from across the land. While they all had different names, the scripts and images left behind support the conclusion that they share the same origin. Ancient scholars believe that all arcane arts originate from a pre-Remurian civilization, a belief that now seems to be much more than mere speculation. Fortuna seems to be the name of a symphony. Remurian musicians call it the Musica Mundana, or the music of origin. In their eyes, the rise and fall of civilizations, as well as the fates of mortals, are all orchestrated by a movement of a symphony, and when a civilization perishes, a new one always is born in its wake. Their philosophical system is complex and enigmatic, bearing almost no relation to modern Fontanian's natural philosophy. However, this is hardly surprising. According to historical records, after Muria was brought to ruins, the refugees fell under the Loch Knights' Erinese sway. They willingly forsook their ancient faiths, tongues, and writings, embracing a life of devotion to the gods, as our forebears once had. I hinted at the matter of the Golden Hunter in an oblique way, since the martyrs hunters who first pledged themselves to this cause were all descendants of the Loch Knights. Praising the benevolence of Erinea seemed like the safest approach, and inquired about his knowledge of natural philosophy from that era. He was silent for about half a minute, then told me not to probe too deeply into those ancient philosophies, saying there was a reason they had been forgotten. Still, as a gesture of gratitude, the Golden Hunter was willing to tell me the names of these patterns. The seal of chemical marriage, according to him, this symbol is even older than the Remurian civilization itself, and was one of the gifts bestowed upon King Remus by the Golden Bee. What exactly those were remains unclear. The rise and fall of empires and civilizations, the ascension of mortals, and the emanation of light, what is this? Even dreams of surpassing the gods, what is this? All of these can be presented by this formula. I cannot understand it at all. He declined to elaborate, and so I can only record these matters here as they were told to me. I hope that those who come after might one day decipher their meaning. Keyword not located. Ancient log. It seems the ordinary dairy machines can no longer satisfy him. As a result, the director used national resources to obtain something truly horrifying. Rumor has it that someone was nearly killed. I hope this will help him achieve his research objectives. They even got him some rare Dari mechanical parts being studied by Sumer researchers as part of the package. Things went out of control for a third time. Guillotine may be willing to risk his own life, but that doesn't mean the rest of us feel the same. I came up with an emergency damage control strategy. I hope he won't need to use it before he finishes his kinematics research. However, given his personality, it seems unlikely that he'll ever truly complete that research. It seems that his experiments into machines were intended to create a mechanical dog as proof of his accomplishments in kinematics and material science. It's actually a good idea and could be showcased in the city, and the creature is much more personable and likable compared to the automated turret next door. At least he lived long enough to be poached by the Marchese hunters. It wasn't easy for us to survive this long either, but what will we do with this blasted, crazy killing machine that can repair itself? Whatever, that's a problem for future generations. Keyword not located. And finally, fundamentally, with the ancient orders designated as marriage was, in essence, an interpenetration of ontologically distinct orthans. As you can see, it is a magic set in motion by three particles above the kingdom, yet the metaphysical origin lies in the emanation of the 4 particles beneath the firmament. The alchemists of Canria are prone to disregard metaphysical sentiment and effect, pursuing instead the gold of the ignorant within the material world. It is for this reason that the crude inquiry cannot be compared to the great undertaking we are to achieve today, one that is founded upon the ancient Remurian style theory. 3 Persians to appearance, while 4 pertains to the intrinsic. 7 obtained through their overlap constitute the number of paths for vertical transcendence. We designate the process of overlap as marriage, for the union of the two through a mediating medium is akin to the matrilineal convention of those bound in mutual love. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. Nevertheless, there is one thing everyone must keep in mind. Solve the first half of the equation, leave the second unattacked. But you have all in the clear light and some, though not all, in the dark. That is not because they possess any sanctity that renders them untouchable, but because they offer no benefit whatsoever to the world formula. Only mediocre minds, foolish beyond a certain measure, would actively seek to trespass upon such prohibitions, because in the eyes of the ignorant, taboo and precious are semantically identical. They fail to recognize that in most cases, taboo, like convention, lacks merit for deeper inquiry. Take heed, what we speak of is the act of overlaying your dream upon the dream of gods, and overlaying your law, your will, and the starry sky upon ineffable sacrifices and despair. We do not speak of the following emanations to achieve ascension to the ranks of gods. This is a base dream doomed to perish within an eggshell. What I aim to teach you all is the pinnacle of transcendence, the infinite expanse, the innumerable stars within it. You too must act in this manner, unbound by any constraint. To choose division for the sake of convergence is the necessary path of marriage. At its core, magic is the science and art of effecting change according to the consciousness. Marriage is the instrument through which the art is realized, and it is neither the subject that creates art nor the object that art is created upon. The subject is always and can only ever be conscious itself. One who is free from the weakness of consciousness bows neither to the gods nor death. So much reading. Keyword passage located. Take this.
Otonki Sermon Dictation. Explications on the Chemical Marriage. These titles are pretty esoteric. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. Deconstructing and reversing its effects could generate potential ideas. So, it's one of Renee's draft lectures. Deconstructing the pathway. I suppose that could lead to a breakthrough.
Please tell me you don't need me to read through more stuff.
This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge.
Oh god, I have to look for more.
Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books.
Why? Irrelevant mechanical blueprint, keyword not located. Oh, thank you. No, but that I have to read. The biography of Guillotine Deluxe Edition. Chapter 7, Guillotine and in his later years. No one can know the root cause of every incident in the world. Humans are neither wise enough to predict the future nor able to stop unfortunate accidents from occurring. It's a shame, there's nothing more to say. Alain Guillotine, in response to a question about his early years from nearly Koshran, chief editor of the Steambird. After retiring from the Fontaine Research Institute, Guillotine declined all invitations from the Palais Memoria and civic organizations from the court of Fontaine. Instead, he withdrew to the Beryl region countryside, living in near total isolation from society. Notwithstanding, even prior to this, the reclusive old man had never formed any deep connections with others. If we were to take Madame Nell Koshran at her word, then Elaine Guillotine was at heart a lonely shut-in, always burdened by a profound sense of insecurity. It was for this reason that he maintained a detached attitude towards others, as if by pretending to be unperceptive, he could hide the keen sensitivity of his spirit. He could not ease his own pain, nor share it with anyone. All he could do was enclose it like a pearl within the shell of his heart, shaping and polishing it with his very flesh and blood. Of course, Guillotine students would not accept such claims, dismissing them as attention-seeking nonsense and nothing more than a smear on their master's reputation. This was the main reason why CodeErr Coates, the third director of the Fontaine Research Institute, filed a lawsuit against the Steambird. Of a moral support, because I horribly regretted playing this game. It's even worse. Again, I should have ended stream 15 minutes ago, but I'm in a story segment that is literally uninterruptible, and I have to read all this content. Again, I might be stuck here for over 4 hours today, because this is one of the things I dislike about Genshin. When there was a warning, oh, the story segment might take a while, but ever since that warning, it's already been over 2 hours. I never employed any servants to attend. He never employed any servants to attend to his daily needs. There were rumors, but thank you for the Ramol's report anyway. In his youth, he created a mechanical device capable of independent thought, and had used it to assist him in the work of Mary and Guillotine at the Marechaussee Phantom. As a result, he had no need for servants. He only needed to create more of the same device. However, such claims were clearly at odds with the facts. The personal effects from Guillotine left behind after his death include nothing of this nature, and so-called mechanical devices capable of independent thought are entirely inconsistent with the idea he expressed in his manuscripts, as he wrote in the hierarchical calculation, machines and intelligence. The reason isn't whether machines can think. The real question isn't whether machines can think, but whether humans can. Fontaine Natural Philosophy and Engineering Science Press, 3rd edition, section 13, part 5. We have every reason to believe that whatever contraptions Guillotine crafted in his workshop in his later years were deliberately destroyed long ago. After all, it's hardly uncommon for an engineer to discard their designs. Popular fiction has offered many flights of fancy about these contraptions, yet all such tales contradict the surviving evidence. Nevertheless, we must recognize as a cultural symbol, Elaine Guillotine's posthumous work has been instrumental in stirring the imaginations of the young. Keyword not located. Chapter 6. So the story ends like this. Herlock sat down and lit his pipe. How is this related to anything that's going on? But the rest of us, whether it was Agent Gina, Miss Chakova, or the Commissioner, Miss H.E., looked at one another in confusion. How long is it? Oh god, and this is actually the relevant book. You must still remember that the location of the 4 previous cases were equidistant. There was a symmetrical pattern between the time and space, and even the first letter of the 4 victims' names, Herlock said. This is why Gina's deduction was completely off the mark. The murderer knew that she, possessing basic knowledge of the mystic arts, would assume that the follower of the Lulak Ordo would treat the patient as a necessary ritual sacrifice, so the culprit let her believe that her assumption was entirely correct. But when Duke St. Germanus departed, he clearly said that everything was beyond redemption, and that next case would also... Agent Gina protested somewhat reluctantly. He's also a genius when it comes to mechanics and everything else. He's just an ordinary person, Herlock paused, then continued. He's also been the type to like things he can fully understand, just like you, Gina. Ah, I get it, Mr. Kova shouted suddenly. My dear Herlock, now everything's crystal clear. The 4th victim's death wasn't carefully planned murder, it was pure coincidence. He only wanted to kill those 3 unfortunate gentlemen to avenge his comrades, like the Linicus Ordo. but the traps, he said, weren't limited to just those 3 locations. He was worried that the plan might fail, since the 3 victims were all well-protected figures after all, so he added a few extra traps, yet he never expected that with Gina's interference, the plan would go far more smoothly than intended. Mr. Koba, please don't speak as if I were the accomplice. Agent Gina's face turned as red as a sunsetia as she protested indignantly. How deplorable. Indeed, Herlock said calmly, it was unclear whether he meant that Mr. Koba's deductions were correct or that Agent Gina was indeed an accomplice. Most of the experimental devices proposed by the Liliacruz Ordo are built based on simple, basic tree model lingual structures. They do not recognize their own masters, following only the commands they were initially given, so they end up killing said masters. This is why I keep saying don't put too much trust in Clockwork Mecha. Unlike humans, machines have no heart. I remained silent as usual, but Mr. Koda glanced at me with what seemed like a hint of puzzlement. What's wrong? Why are you standing there in silence? Is there something on your mind? No, I just didn't expect the truth to be so simple. Of course, my understanding of Clockwork Mecha cannot compare to that of the Duke St. Germanus, but I've done a bit of research to suggest that those mechanisms were merely activated by Mr. Marcello's mishandling seemed a bit too contrived. But to imply that there was another mastermind behind it all felt like stretching into the territory of conspiracy theories. After all, no one besides us could have pulled off the operation I envisioned. So I decided to abandon further speculation, choosing instead to enjoy the reactions of the adorable Agent Gina. This is why you don't understand deduction. Agent Gina seems to have regained her composure. Not to mention her mild sense of superiority over me. Excitedly, she raised a finger. Isn't there a saying that goes something like, when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains? However, stop right there. That's Phanto something mass Rob something story. We don't have the publishing rights from their publisher. Herlock took another drag of his pipe. He seemed to be lost in thought once more. Regardless, this case came to an abrupt close. The person who did not manage to witness the end, a person who did not manage to achieve his ideals, a person who indulged in fairy tales, who dreamt of following the hero he admired, yet never saw his dream fulfilled, someone who had everything, someone who lost everything, someone who woke up, someone who would never wake up again, unstinging in sacrifice, unflinching in farewell, undaunted by pain, yet in the end the sacrifices remained only sacrifices, the parting remained only partings. Clocks tick through tranquil years, fish swim in crystalline springs. No matter how grand a dream is, it will fade away like this, forlorn, wordless, silent. And after that, keyword tree mod located. So much reading. Take your stupid book! Please tell me that's all the research material you need.
Experimental devices proposed by the Liliacruz Ordo are built based on the simple and basic logical structure of a tree model. Liliacruz. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Narcissan Ordo? When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, "It seems that there's no going back." Alas, he is only a genius when it comes to machines. In all other things, he is but ordinary. Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. What kind of book is this? Great Detective Herlock, the Alchemist and the Clockwork Saint? Isn't this a novel? Come on. Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Whatever.
Ah, boy.
I guess it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Renee would say nonsense like that on occasion. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly,
Persona?
This sounds more like occultism, but if Albedo vouches for it, I suppose there must be some alchemical basis to these techniques. The way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was comprised of machines. The universe needed machines, and thus his technologies were created. That's why I was born. Renee...
Persona!
Renee de Petrichor, if I recall
when will the
correctly.
marionette summon her persona?
Sounds like he and the town must be intricately connected. That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remurian civilization. Seems like some of his projects were based on their technology. The cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques underpinned Renee's research. assuming that the 4 orthants correspond to alchemical categories. The chemical marriage model? Elen would have scoffed at that. He never would have let those theories or parameters anywhere near his mathematical formulas.
So does that mean you're done with your research now?
What was Elen's view on Renee? I know he mentioned the name, albeit very rarely. Oh, now I remember. Elen's old notes are here too. They mentioned Renee once. Renee seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet foods has dulled his mind, I should think. Either way, his words are not to be believed. Yep, that sounds like Elen. My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these materials. Makes a change. Good for them. Some of Elen's old files
So,
are
you gonna help us now?
These records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt.
Right, Dormis, for your...
I never knew he got his hands on Renee's
for
records
reference.
that early.
Main character is currently trapped. Captured by
He may have kept
current
them, but
main
he
villain.
never even attempted to use them. Didn't believe a word they said. Come to think of it, Renee's world formula is filled
Moon
with
God is also
calculations
gone.
of constants. That shows he believed that the fate
So
of
there's
the world
currently a
to be
double rescue mission
predetermined.
in the
As
works.
for Elen, it's been too long. I forget what he said. What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but not headstrong enough. The world can be changed. It is worth persevering. Yes, that's how he used to think at least. He created that procedure to save this world. Yet the scale of the world's fate proved too enormous. The result was beyond his ability to calculate. He
Well,
died
now you
having
know.
never seen the outcome. And there I was, left behind in the ashes of his dreams. Did you really never take a close look at Renee's research? Or did you read it, but deem his philosophy incompatible with your model? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas
So can they please
probably
move on
made
with
you
the
feel
rescue
sick to
mission
the
now?
stomach. Well, don't worry, because there's a whole new category of lunatic in town. Next to Dottore, every other madman looks sane. You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for things you'd sooner die than witness. Even the tiniest variable can make big waves in the present. Now then, allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in your stead. First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle.
Ah, is that all the elements then? Let me think. Is it? So we have Geo, Dendro, Pyro, Hydro, Cryo. Or would that be Animo? That seems a little bit different color-wise, because I'm not sure. That would be Electro, probably. Orange. Yeah, I'm lost. And then we have, like, Light and the Abyss.
Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, search between these two extremes. Then, the construction criteria. Variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider introducing variables from outside the system. Input variables. Traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then extract the essential nodes from the records to determine which variables they point to. The primordial power that differentiated itself from the void. The power of light. Yes, light. Records. Hyperborea. This is horrendously complicated. After all that, I'm still missing a few variables. I need to think this through again.
Maybe you should just ask Albedo for help.
How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a madwoman? Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway. I'll assume you gave it a passing grade. I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to save the world. What would Arlecchino and Columbina think if they saw this incomprehensible hen scratch? They'd probably have me institutionalized. So would Rosaline. She's been dead for a while now. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. And that enormous dress she used to wear. Such a bizarre choice. What possessed her? Oh, and the clack-clack of those heels used to drive me insane. No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted to save the world.
Of course,
I'm not
of course.
Crazy. I don't have delusional ambitions, and that's a clinical fact. The
Sure.
world needs a solution, but I don't need the world's validation. It's the world begging me for answers, not the other way around.
No. Please don't. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's just tea time. I don't have to read more documents. Thank you. Saved by the tea, yes. Yuri would be happy. But what tea is it?
Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. They must be from that person who brought those documents. I see they're from Hotel de Boer. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the Fortress of Meropede's fun-filled mill collection system. Fortune cookies. Have a lucky start to your day. Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. Be early to bed and early to rise. Get plenty of sun and drink plenty of water. Then things will surely go well for you. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically gonna save a world on the brink of existential peril.
But what if it did though? Oh god, okay, we're cutting to the next group, which is just a single person. Do I get any moments of control during this?
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are all in position. They are ready to act as soon as the order is given.
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost their lives at the hand of the monsters released by the Doctor.
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks and keep in contact.
As you wish.
Re-enter, you may have to experience some of the same content again. I can leave here. It does tell me I have to possibly experience some of the same. I assume, though, it just means that intro speech that happened here. And it is worth it to me to cut out here. Yes, I am very happy. That is a good cutoff point. Get me out of there. We'll continue this. But for today, there's one more thing that I promised I would do today. And that is, we are gonna unlock the Moon Goddess as a playable character. And we're doing it today. Wish me luck that I get her soon. Okay, it didn't work on the first try. Obviously, it wouldn't work on the first try. That would be too easy. Do I get someone else? Some character that I don't have yet, maybe? Maybe?
Hey there, I'm Aoife, a Sorrow vet from the Flower Feather.
There we go.
You've probably heard some things about me already, but it's all good. Whatever impression you have of me, I say let's wipe the slate clean and just get to know each other. Oh yeah, then there's this little dude.
Could've
That's
been worse.
Kukuku, my assistant.
I don't have him yet.
Sorrow
Now
vet
I have.
in a different sense
Now I
of the
do.
word, I guess.
Now I do have him.
I hope the two of you will get along.
Nice to meet you, bro.
New character. I mean, gotta take what I can get. Let's see if we can actually get a lovely moon goddess Columbina. Gold! There we go. Please let it be her. I saw gold. No! It's a Mona duplicate. Of course I lost the 50-50. It's fine, it's fine. We have more than enough currency to keep going. We have more than enough currency to keep going. Debate club. Hehehe. Yep, we do enjoy the puns. Aoife is back again. Oh, and it belonged to Monica. You think Monica would be, a great sword wielder? Then she could use the debate club, absolutely. Totally belonged to Monica. Hey, I already have Fischl maxed out though, so... yeah, don't need another Fischl duplicate. That won't do me any good. And another Fischl! I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Fischl, but she's already maxed out. Come on, Columbina. Still nothing. Didn't even get a character, got a weapon. And come on. I'm gonna be hitting hard pity again if this continues. Yeah, knowing my luck, I probably will hit hard pity, but it's fine. I can guarantee I'll get her. Oh look, another Fischl. I can guarantee I'll get her, it'll just take a hot minute. The bell. So once again, no character included this time? Yep, no character included. Are we there yet? Yep, there she is. There's Columbina. There's Columbina. Didn't take too long. I lost the 50-50, but I did end up getting her on the second one.
You can call me Columbina, or Kutar, or Moon Goddess. Whatever you prefer. I'm used to having many names. The moon's blessing is yours, whenever you might find yourself in need.
Also, I like how her silhouette takes up the entire screen. Normally, you can tell the silhouette of the character before they flash on screen. But since her entire background is so massive, it really takes up the entire screen as the silhouette. It's just a black screen for her. Insane. But yeah, I got her! Hooray!
Osmanthus wine taste.
Also, Mona gets an upgrade. Mona was actually in my team early on when I played. In my early days of Genshin, Mona was one of my team members, so the fact that she's still getting upgrades could definitely be worse. I do still occasionally use her in a backup team. Spawning fire hits, restore energy. Sure. And apparently I got something for you recently. Heals a character, it may mark them a verification. Which will heal them more. Okay. I'll take that. What do you get? Increase level? Sure. There we go. I did what I wanted to do. Now again, we will continue next time. Next week, I will schedule another Genshin stream. Probably not on Thursday. I can stream on Thursday too, but I think I prefer to schedule the stream for Tuesday. I think that's what I'd prefer. I'll make the announcement this weekend, and probably there'll be another Genshin stream on Tuesday. I do want to get to the new club meetings episode too, but since the Genshin story content update is, you know, it has more limited time rewards.
Where do you want to go next?
And that means I have to do this stuff first, because of the limited time stuff. So, as much as I want to get to the new DDLC stuff, the new club meeting stuff, that'll kind of have to wait until the week after next. Assuming I can finish this next week, which I might not even be able to. But assuming I can finish this next week, then the week after will be DDLC. Because at least the club meeting stuff isn't, you know, there's no strict time by which I have to get it done.
If you'd like to see Liyue.
So that is that. Now let me go ahead and find someone who we can raid real quick. After all, I've already gone on longer than I would have liked today. And it's a good thing I found a good spot to quit when I did. Who is this person that you're suggesting? I mean, so far you have never steered me wrong with your suggestions, so... You know what? Sure. Why not? Let's raid someone new today, I guess. Now, I do not know much about Wolfenstein. Don't know too much, but I'm sure it's fun, and I'm sure that Aeladon, hope I said that correctly, is a nice person. So yeah, I'll see you over there, and remember tomorrow will be FNF as per usual, and then on Saturday we'll be continuing with what I'm looking forward to the most. You know me, I love my Last Defense Academy stuff. But yeah, so see you all around, and goodbye until next time. And of course, if you're watching this after it's been uploaded to YouTube as a VOD, then you should know the drill by now. Your support has also been greatly appreciated. And if you do want to catch me live in the future, all you have to do for that is simply check the video description down below. There's a link to my Twitch where I stream every single Friday and Saturday, sometimes other days of the week too, on a bit more of an irregular basis. As for the Genshin streams, they usually happen sometime after there's been a new update. I try to get to new update content as soon as possible, but I do not stream outside of like new main story, like voice acted important content. So yeah, that's it from my end. Thank you so much for watching, and who knows, maybe I'll see you around in the future. No pressure, of course, but until then, have a good one, and yeah, goodbye.